116 to brag on my king. It is 116, Romans 116. We talk about him daily cause he run this thing. Can I do it? Can I do it? Yeah.
Hello again, pretzels. Welcome back to the tripod. And it's that time of year again. We sprung forward. Tom Brady's sprung out of retirement. Big E broke his neck. And Scott Hall is fighting for his life in the hospital. So there's never a dull moment in the world of wrestling and sports entertainment. Stixie Drip Drip, how are you, my friend? How was your week?
Doing spectacular, my friend. How about yourself?
I'm still alive and kicking. Cesar will be joining us shortly. We're going to dive right into the A show of the week. Of course, it's NXT Roadblock, apparently. It kicks off with Dusty Sniz round 2. The Toxic Lounge is full of butt meat. They got pain too. Wade says, I got to get up there. Cora Jade and Straight Sonya versus Wallbutt and Sleepy Chew. Here's the man right now. I'll just keep talking. Chew takes a nap and Cora with a fantastic wedgie. Tippy toes the tag. Even commentators whisper because Chew is taking a nap. Cesar, welcome to the tripod, brother. How was your week?
It's good.
Good shit.
Mm-hmm.
You just as sleep deprived as me because of the fucking 2K22 and work and wife and shit?
No, I just go to sleep. I don't need to play that shit every day.
Well, I got to because APPW business is about to pick up.
Who would have thought Cesar would be the responsible one?
I'm going to work. Work pays me so I can buy stupid ass games for the dumbass machine.
Gigi and JC have vanished from the Toxic Lounge, and they Tanya Harding Straight Sonya. Cora really being tested here, practically fighting solo most of the match. Randy Orton's voices are in her head, prevent Wallbutt from her finisher. Straight Sonya attempts the Chingona Bomb, but in the end, Splash Stomp combo get Chew and Wallbutt to the finals. Sticks. What did you think of the kickoff to NXT Roadblock?
I thought this was a pretty good match. I thought it was a good way to start. Kind of a little surprised that we had my captain and Sleepy Chew win. I thought when they announced that Cora and Raquel were a team, I had them penciled in the finals at least. But this is something different. We still get that little bit of a history with Cora and Raquel with the Toxic ladies and having them interfere to help get Sleepy Chew and Captain the win was kind of apropos. I mean, it was something that you kind of could see. So, all in all, good way to kick off Roadblock.
Not bad. We got some unexpected wins last week. We're getting them this week. Cesar, what did you think of the first round 2 match of the Dusty Sniz Cup kicking off NXT Roadblock?
I thought it was real good too. Yeah, you got them hoes up in the hoe section, not called, but no, yeah. It's kind of what you said the other week, like the Dusty Cup, when it was first, coming in, it was always random teams winning, and now we have 2 random teams in the finals instead of like tag teams. So I'll see where they take this and see who wins. But to me, the right team won. If you want surprises, which is what they've been doing with the sleepy bitch and Captain.
It's such good shit, pal. And then after this, we saw that chair sweating. That chair is sweating because it knew Ciampa was about to cut a promo. Of course, Ciampa never lets us down, abusing chairs. Butterface is stalked by Saray. The Creeds are jumped in the parking lot. The medic room is getting crowded, Cesar. That's 4 fucking things that happen. Ciampa, of course, cutting the Ciampa promo. Saray all up in Butterface's grill.
Wait, hold on. Who's Butterface? Because you don't like KLR's face, Now you don't like who's
No,
Butterface?
it's Tiffany Stratton. She's hot, Butterface. What did you
All
think
right.
of Butterface and that the
So
whole
so wait,
Butterface story?
what do you call KLR again?
KLR
What's
is
her face?
KLR is fuck. How many names don't I have for her?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you see,
Like Trailer Park.
yeah, see,
The boner killer,
Boner Killer. Yeah, they're okay. All right, fine.
Frankenstein, the
Yeah,
Scarecrow.
I'm going with Boner Killer. It's like you forgetting to call that a whole weekday. The nigga ain't wearing no shirt and all baby
Hey, you
old
could
up.
afford a tank top this week. I don't.
Like,
We'll get to it.
we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Back in them fucking capital cuts again, renting that shit out. Fucking fucker, bro. Yeah. So yeah, old Butterface on the phone, always talking to her daddy. So in 2 years' time when she comes up to Raw, it'll turn out it'll be Vince again somehow. I don't know.
It'll be Hornswoggle.
Nice. Yeah. So yeah. What else happened? Yeah. Everybody in the hospital. Yeah. The Creeds got hit with some. All right. This is how I know this is white people shit. This is how you know the Creeds getting jumped with some white people shit. Because there's some real niggas hit you with some tools. They're not leaving the tools behind, one. Two, they're not leaving the evidence behind because your fingerprints are on it. So this is how I know this was some white people shit. And since MSK is half white, I know them niggas didn't do it. You can take them off the list right now. Yeah. Wade was wrong about trying to blame MSK because it looks like they get top shot. First of all, I don't care how crackerish that nigga in MSK act. To his core, he's like, nigga, what you doing leaving these tools? You better get these fucking tools. You better get these tools. And wait, well, how do they not know who attacked them? Not like they knocked the motherfuckers out. They was hurt on the ground.
And it wasn't in a pitch black room. It was outside in a lit parking lot.
Lit parking lot in the rain. That's why I heard it. Pat, 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 pat. You didn't look over and see? Hit your thick neck, country neck ass in the ribs? Not like they hit you in the goddamn head. You got a concussion.
Malcolm's always watching their back too. He wouldn't let them get jumped.
Yeah. See, at least when Johnny took a nigga out, that nigga was asleep. All right. He didn't know when he took Alistair out. Alistair was knocked out. Night. Keep your butthole tight. Don't drop the soap. He was done.
Sticks, who right now do you think attacked the Creeds in the parking lot?
Man, you got to go with Imperium. I don't care if they say they're too high above this or not. I mean, they probably wouldn't pull that shit back overseas, but when you're in the fucking U.S., when you're in the streets, yeah, they're gonna do that shit. They want to keep them tag titles.
Definitely not on Hulu match. It's Butterface versus Fallon Henley. Butterface using her best asset during this match to attack. Saray's shotgun drop kicks Butterface. Fallon wins. Did anybody watch this match?
What?
What did you
match?
think?
We can move.
Yeah.
What match was it?
It's Butterface versus Fallon Henley, and Saray attacked, and that got Fallon her first victory ever. And BJ came out hoisting.
That would have been a TikTok timeout match.
BJ, for some fucking reason, came out and hoisted her up on their shoulders.
Yeah. Okay. And she the bitch that took the picture. When he was taking them fucking dumbass videos, won't that the bitch took the picture and uploaded? I don't know.
Barely.
I was on TikTok.
She's the one helping him with his dating profile.
Yeah, I was on TikTok.
Chase U, mad at students for fucking up entrance. Chase Oliver student who was concerned about Brody's eye. Oh, I'm sorry. When did you start majoring in pussy? that was very entertaining. Andre Chase, whenever he gets mad at a student and starts cursing and shit, I love it. Trick and Mello back at the barbershop, Cesar. Trick can afford a tank top now. Shocking news. Good thing I was sitting down. With one white dude in the barbershop, by the way. Apparently, Mello was creating his own ladder match for his North American Championship. We'll stop there. Cesar, your thoughts on the Chase U segment?
Yo, Don Bretsky was mad as shit, bro. They fucked up his banner. using that cheap ass. I mean, not even cheap. They probably use strong ass paper. That cracker couldn't run through it. They all broke. Shit didn't break, and then old boy got cracked in the eye. That shit was rough. That shit looked worse than when Alcin was spitting black skeet in motherfuckers' eyes, bro. That shit was swollen. How it's a week later and your eyes still fucked up? What's this nigga's name? Julia Hart? Motherfuckers' eye was hurt.
Trick and Mellow. It's Barbershop 6. What did you think?
Don't you dare disrespect the legacy of Barbershop by adding these two fucking, I don't know what I said earlier. This damn hole in the wall place they keep renting. Wait, what? Yeah, there's two ignorant niggas in the chair. A white dude, two Porter Rocks, still cutting hair. Both these niggas got dreads or braids, trying to get a shape up. Look, what are you 85 minutes for? Barber for 85 minutes will sit in the chair. I'd be like, nigga, you better get out of this chair. I'm trying to cut these motherfuckers' hair because they paying. You ain't trying to pay. And they gonna have everybody get in on the conversation. How many people should I have in this ladder match? One? No, that's too easy. Two, Mr. Mello? No, that's too easy. Three, Mr. Mello? Then Trick over there rubbing baby oil on his fucking tank top. Yeah, it should be four, Mello. Should be four. Yeah. Hey, man, you see Dave Bryan rubbing up on them kitty balls? That's what I'm doing to myself right now. These motherfuckers. And then still, no black people work in the barbershop. It was that damn Porter Rock. And then there was that other albino looking dude. He looked a little fruit booty. So he shouldn't be cutting hair. He probably should be braiding hair and washing hair. I don't know. You can't trust. No disrespect. You gay. I'm just saying. You can't trust gay barber. You trust him to braid hair. Trust him to like dreadlocks from him.
Does anybody need a pedicure? Anyone need a pedicure?
Yeah, he the one washing it. I don't know if he can cut it right, man. I mean, if he can cut it, he can cut it. I mean, I'm just saying. But he's gonna try to talk to you for 85 minutes while he cut it. Nigga, cut my shit and let me sit in a chair and listen to y'all talk some dumb shit. But yeah, you still had that fat, skinny Ethiopian guy and the guy who's supposed to be sweeping up the hair over there. He ain't sweeping shit because y'all motherfuckers ain't cutting. Because this cracker want to have a five-way ladder match for the title, which I mean, he's got to lose it. He's got to. I mean, if he don't lose it, he's gonna have to drop it and go to Raw. I mean, there's nothing left for him there, unless he gonna start fighting Dolph and Bobby and shit. I don't know. Maybe he's gonna fight Bobby and then.
If I was Mello, I'd be holding on to the NXT doors as hard as I can because
yeah,
we don't want another hit row on our hands. Trick and Mello, you stay in NXT.
Yeah,
hold on to the doors. Hold them doors.
It ain't February, so Vince will fire your ass as soon as you go up.
Get you on Raw with the name Bars.
Mm-hmm. And Trick will probably be like, I don't know, Magic. And his last name would be Trick or some shit like that. I'm fucking fine though.
No, they might actually call him weekdays, Cesar.
He might be like Thursday. He might be Thursday or something. And fucking, I don't know. Yeah. What is Mello's last name?
Hayes.
Yeah, Mello Hayes.
Yeah, so he'll just go by Hayes. It'll be Hayes and weekday. It'll be Hayes and Thursday up on the fucking Raw.
What's his name?
Fuckery.
Carmelo Hayes? Oh,
yeah.
That makes me think of the candy bar. Fuck that.
Yeah.
His name is Hayes.
His name is Hayes. Yeah.
Your name's Trick. Nah. What day is it? It's Tuesday. Your name is Tuesday.
You came from NXT on Tuesday, pal. So your name is Tuesday. That's such good shit.
Pal.
Here's $5K for your baby old budget.
Why are you in the barbershop and not getting your hair cut? Never mind.
Yeah. You know what? I don't care. It's just good shit.
It's such good shit. Now where's my Manny Petty? No.
And if you win 3 matches, you'll get an extra Johnson & Johnson baby old bonus for your boy. Get out there and make daddy some money.
Trick. Talk your talk, Vince. Talk your talk.
Talk your talk. I don't know what that shit means. Get out of my office.
I can't have more than one black person in my office.
Stick. My contract.
What did you think of Chase U? Are you on board?
Oh, fucking. I tell you what, we say this guy with Bretsky be taking notes from this guy because the shit he's laying down. And this promo was so fucking good. This guy, even though he loses matches, he manages to still stay relevant on NXT TV, and that's a gift in itself. So he's doing good. I was thoroughly entertained with that promo.
I think they might have let one curse word slip. If my memory serves correct, if you go back and watch it, they forgot to bleep one curse word, I think. I'm
pretty sure we did too.
But
they get a shit out.
Your thoughts on the barbershop segments between Tuesday and what? Bars?
Bars.
I will refer my comments to what Cesar said, and that's what I will leave that at.
Sticks, this is a podcast. You got to give your thoughts.
Hey, we got a lot of wrestling to do.
Yeah, we do. Up next, Wendy Williams is back. How you doing?
Oh yeah.
Nikita Lyons is on. Her dad's a rock star and her mom's a hoe. Lash upset at Nikita's butt implants. I don't know. I guess they're fighting next week. Imperium interviewed about Creeds getting attacked. MSK approach. They want the tag title match that Creeds were going to get. BJ accused Brown Order of attacking the Creeds. Don't go accuse me because you can't get laid, Elektra says. I'm working on it, Jensen says. These were some this is the entertainment and World Wrestling Entertainment. Sticks, what did you think of Wendy Williams and Nikita Lyons? That's the next feud we're gonna get.
It's nice that we have Wendy Williams 2.0 on NXT 2.0. So it was nice. Even the drop of the butt implant comment was nice too.
MSK approach Imperium and take the tag title shot that the Creeds were supposed to get. What were your thoughts while watching this?
You didn't have any other tag teams just hanging around backstage that you could have had take this title shot? I mean, hell, when couldn't we get the grizzled young veterans to wrestle for that? I would have rather watched them, see them get their butts whooped instead of MSK for the 50th time this year so far.
And who knows? They might be the one to attack them. BJ, again, they're leaning heavy on BJ's comedy in NXT 2.0. What were your thoughts about this interaction between the Brown Order and BJ?
If this was a legit stand-up comedy act, he would have got booed off the stage 5 seconds into his fucking comedy act. This needs to be done. I don't care what this guy is. If this guy can't get laid, he can't do anything with fucking dating apps. If he wants to hang out back on mud roads of his fucking jacked up truck, go ahead, man. Go ahead. I just don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear your corny jokes.
Yeah, the Sandman at the Apollo Theater would have got the hook and got that 40-year-old virgin
swept his bitch ass right
off our TV by now. But Cesar, Rodman and Drag is back. How you doing? Versus Nikita Lyons. That's the next feud. Of course, Nikita will win. Thoughts?
These two big bitches about to get in the ring. These two big bitches. When we see this is what we're talking about, man. These two broads is too thick, too big to be trapped in tight ass level. You expect Negroes to watch this match. They're gonna be watching some ass. That's what they're gonna be watching. This is a good fuck shit watching ass match. You ain't gotta get on TikTok. You gotta get on TikTok. No TikTok, no thought top. We'll have two thoughts in the ring with ass.
So at this point in the night, Cesar, when Imperium denied the attack, MSK approached and they want the title opportunity, who was in your head that attacked the Creeds at this point in the night?
I wasn't thinking about who attacked the Creeds. I was thinking about if Bretsky was going to hang himself if he was watching this live, which probably wasn't. Because I'm pretty sure if he was watching this live, he'd have been like, God damn, MSK, they about to win the titles again. And now they're going to have to fight the Creeds. And he was going to kill himself. So, yeah, I was just hoping he wasn't jumping off a fucking bridge somewhere with a cup of tea doing some fuckery.
With his pinky up?
Yeah.
Well, are you down with BJ's comedy act?
I mean, not really, but I mean, I expected them Latin niggas too. They shady as fuck. But then again, oh boy was like, when we attack people, we do it on camera. And I was like, you know what? Right. They don't lie. They put your ass on Front Street when they're running you over with cars and shit. So I ain't really mad at that. And then he started attacking old girl. I was like, oh, he trying to get some of that thick body karate. He trying to get that Latin blood riled up. Trying, maybe a little titty slip. I won't mad at him for saying? That bitch did some shit, because she looked like she, convinced him to do it. Shit, bitch, you only got to look at me. I'd attack the damn Creeds by myself. I'd have knocked him out, though. I'm like, what, for a little taste? Taste? Yeah, girl, I do it for you. I do it if I show up. Fucking bat, lead pipe, and you won't get some pipe. So, I mean, he wasn't wrong for saying she did it. But they right. They do that shit in Front Street. But yeah, they ain't funny. I don't know why he's like, I can't try.
That Elektra wore out Zion Quinn. Like, she fucked him so many times and so hard. He's off of TV until later.
Yeah.
Now
he ain't got no legs.
Now
she got no legs.
She wants some white meat now, so they're putting her in this BJ angle. What do you think?
Look, we all know that girl don't go across the street for no white meat. All right. She either fucking Latin dudes, Asian dudes, or some real niggas. Not them hard R's. She fucking some real.
More
niggas.
On that later.
Yeah, she fucking motherfuckers either like that cracker or Solo's the street nigga. She fucking motherfuckers like that. All right. That's who she fucking.
Up next. Oh wait, Sticks, did I get your thoughts on that shit?
Yeah, you started with him.
LA Knight. Yeah. Grayson Waller in a last man standing match. LA doesn't let Grayson make it to the ring before attacking. No Sanga yet. These two beat the shit out of each other. Rolling stunner to LA. LA gets to his feet by 7. The BFT to Grayson. Grayson falls out of the ring to get back to his feet by 7. During the commercial picture-in-picture, Grayson sets up a table on the outside. They fight up to the balcony. LA knocks him off balcony. This is when Sanga appears. He caught Grayson, carrying him away like the bodyguard, Whitney Houston style.
A little bit.
Creeds. Sanga caught him after no-selling a chair shot. He choke slams LA onto the apron. The Creeds are not medically cleared to face Imperium, so MSK will replace them. Breaking news during the match. That means it was MSK, right, that attacked him? That's what I put. LA handcuffs Sanga to ring post. LA counters Rolling Thunder by catching Grayson and then dropping him out of the ring through the table on the outside. Stuffs Grayson in a trash can and beats it with a chair. Then beats Sanga with the chair. Grayson hits LA with something he got out of Sanga's pocket. I'm still not clear what that was. Puts LA on the announcer's table. Then Shane McMahon's on him. Grayson, with the aid of Sanga, makes it to his feet before the count of 10. LA does not. Man, this whole match was all LA Knight up until the ending there, Cesar. What did you think of this last man standing match?
I thought it was pretty good. They all got their shit in. They all got the matches in. Grayson hit the drop through the table for the win. Sanga still looked like a bitch, which is always good. Take his dumb ass back to Curry Country. Let his big ass do something. Like, I don't know, work on some poppy fields or some shit. I don't know what they do out there. I don't know what y'all do. Answer phone calls from niggas. I don't know. This motherfucker, man, like, how you this big? Yeah, how you gonna eat a chair and then as soon as you get handcuffed and he hits you in another chair, you fold it. Fold it over, man. Fold it over like fucking like foot-long pizza. You got to fold that shit in half. I mean, this cracker, I don't know where they're gonna go with him. He's already like 0-1. He's already lost to LA Knight clean.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Crowd getting into it. They just let the motherfuckers chant holy shit for like 5 minutes. They're like, fuck this shit. Just let them chant. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I guess Grayson Waller had to get one. Why not this one? Interesting way to win. Like, I guess they still played it off wrong for me. Like, I guess Sanga should have been down like lower, so that you actually like notice when he stood up. So therefore, technically, Grayson stood up, because it feel like Grayson was just on his knees and then he just like got 1 foot on the ground. The rest like, oh, that counts. I was like, this motherfucker was halfway standing up. Like, you should have seen that part. You should have seen him crawl over to Sanga and Sanga try to like scoop him off the ground and then stand up with him.
Technically, he wasn't on his feet. He was on his tippy toes.
Yeah. Well, by the end of it, yeah, he was on his tippy toes. So I guess that makes sense because he's off the ground. He's not laying down. But like the way they filmed it, I guess the way I saw it, it didn't look as good as I guess the thought in their head of how that was going to go. But still, I was fine with the match. Thought it was a really good match. Those two got great chemistry together. So no matter what they're doing, LA really feeding into the crowd. He always has one spot in every match now where he's like just hitting somebody over and over, and the crowd's going, yeah. yeah, yeah. The crowd, I think, was yelling, yeah, every time that LA was up and Grayson was down. And the ref was counting. The ref was like, 1, yeah, 2, yeah. So it's great because that's old school wrestling where like you have something the crowd can yell all the time. Just like when fucking Perfect 10 would come out, anytime there was counting, he was punching people in the corner, they would yell 10 or something. So no, I was fine with the match. I thought it was really great. I didn't like how the ending looked, but I understand the meaning behind the ending.
Well, Sticks, I mean, what a send-off for LA Knight before he gets called up and Vince renames him the New Orleans Saint. He'll be the NO Saint on fucking Raw next week. What did you think?
The Chi-Town Dog.
Last man standing match.
This was a good match. I thought it was really good. It was pretty, like Cesar said, it was LA Knight dominant up until the end. The fucking through the table, the in between the legs drop that he did from the ring post to the downs table, so good. And I totally agree with Cesar. The optics at the end for Grayson to get up, I thought they could have did a better camera angle on that to make it look better. But I mean, I guess that's just kind of nitpicking. Otherwise, it was a good match. I mean, LA Knight's ready to go. I mean, you can put him on Raw or SmackDown, and he's already packaged, ready to go. And Grayson is another win for Grayson Waller as they continue to build him up.
Do you have any thoughts on Tony D eating at his cousin's restaurant? Very strange segment that came in next.
What do you mean strange?
Sticks.
I not really. I mean, they're obviously I don't want to say repackage him, but hyping him up now to bring him back after he lost to Peter. To rest in peace, Peter Dunne.
Big up
Stallion Pete. Stallion Pete. Stallion Pete is actually
Peter Dunne.
Yeah, big up Stallion Pete.
I've got no problem with it. I've got no problem with it. They're going to bring him back and build him up, and maybe he goes on a title run. Who knows? But it's something that they felt like they needed to do, and I've got no problem with it.
Well, Cesar, Tony D mentions at Stand and Deliver, he's going to make NXT an omnibus message from him. What do you think he meant by that? And why was he eating at his cousin's restaurant, talking about his cousin? Are we going to get a new character? Is his cousin going to come in? What was all this shit about?
It's Italian people, man. They like black people. If my cousin owned a soul food restaurant, I'm going to go eat at his shit because they're probably going to get a free meal. Why would he go pay? Because his cousin stole the restaurant. Pretty much he described a crime, really. So he's fucking up. His cousin was a silent partner, and then the owner kind of just left. We ain't gonna question that though. We ain't gonna question it. Was he Tony D? And he eats Italian. He was being, stereotypical. Eat Italian in a stolen restaurant. But yeah, I think he'll probably end up in this ladder match. Maybe looking at the next North American champion. Maybe he takes a shot at whoever is on top and fights the champ at the next, after Stand and Deliver. I don't know, maybe. Tony D put some cement concrete feet on somebody, and then they come back like the Undertaker or some shit. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
It's gonna be sad when he gets called up and they package him as Super Mario. Dusty Sniz round 2 match. It's KLR and EO versus Casey and Caden. The Hard R's beat up Mandy's manservants and take their place. I was thinking Cesar is gonna go off on these guys right when they did that. Vic calls Wade Beta Barrett, and then Wade calls Vic the Master Beta. It's such good shit, Wade.
No, he said masturbator at least once. Since
Beth has left commentary, it seems like Wade and Vic are having more fun, kind of like a Corey Byron chemistry.
Yeah.
Anyways, Casey and Caden flying all over the place. Caden with a new tattoo across her butt meat. Hard R's with big old smiles on their faces and the toxic lounge. Wade still sore about not being thanked for sending Mandy roses.
Yeah.
Stacked Avalanche Poison Rana to KLR gets a 2.5. EO saves the day. Is level up still a thing? That was a random thought I had during this match. Is it still?
I think so. Yeah. Trick just got a win on it.
Oh, okay. So it's
NXT Dark. Yeah, we NXT Dark.
Over the moonsault, EO picks up the win. The finals are set. Cora Jade then attacks Mandy, and the Hard R's separate them with their 15 feet of dick. Sticks, what did you think of the Dusty Sniz round 2 match? We got all kinds of shit happening here.
It was another good match. KLR and EO are starting to round in more into more of a tag team, and Caden and Casey, they've been together for so long, and then outside the ring, so their tag team chemistry is pretty good. So this was a really good tag team match.
It was decent. Any thoughts on the hard R's and Mandy, that whole toxic lounge situation?
Oh, so good. As soon as the cameras went to that, I was like, these guys picked enough cotton to get 10 minutes off the farm to be able to fucking jump.
Oh my God.
Goddamn right.
No good white ass guys
You
to be able to
right.
get in the lounge with Mandy Rose. This is fucking good. And I couldn't wait to hear what Cesar was going to say about this.
Okay, you strap in, folks, because we're about to hear from Cesar.
I got nothing.
Come on.
I got nothing.
Cesar.
All I know is Mandy is either racist or she's been on black.com because she had two niggas serving her all night. And that's why she didn't notice when two other niggas came up there smiling with 15 feet of dick. And yes, like Stick said, somehow these motherfuckers got the cotton quota all out so they could get it. They I don't know how they did it. Because I guess Uber prices ain't going up in Florida yet because gas is $8 a gallon.
Oh,
Country motherfuckers.
What makes you think they pay? What makes you think they didn't find a
motherfuckers.
vehicle, steal some gas, pour it in there, and drive your asses to fucking
Drive? Who? Massa's car? Nah, them niggas somehow won't get, they were denying their ham sandwiches on lunch and they weren't buying the fucking sour cream and onion chips, and they saved enough money to get from the farm to the PC just so they could, because see, they won't wear no shirts. You don't need no shirts.
they still weren't wearing shirts in this fucking segment.
Yeah, they're not wearing shirts, and they beat up the must see because the other two crackers were some house niggas. See, and they ain't seasoned like some field niggas. Field niggas out there picking in the farm every day. Their skin is tougher, they're stronger. You know, they go through more hardships. So they beat them little house niggas up there real quick. Probably 2 punches to the gut. Pow, pow. See, house niggas fell over. And then they would stand up there smiling. That one cracker, I know he was probably like half chub because he was limping. See, that was that 6 feet of dick that he didn't want to rip them damn pants he was wearing. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to rip them pants if the dick get full hard and it scared Mandy off. And yeah, as soon as Corey came up there to attack that bitch, they grabbing titties and shit, copping feels, pulling a damn bride. Because he taught him how to do it when he was a WWE. He was watching tape. He was like, man, I grab all the titty balls. There's 4 good female titty balls up here. Them damn hard R's. See y'all. I see y'all. Y'all think y'all sneaky.
By the way, did you see Mandy Rose when the camera kept cutting up there to random parts?
Yeah.
Like I guess the hard R was like offering her something, and she was like
all scared in the corner.
She goes this, and she points at the match. She goes,
yeah. You know why?
Like,
you know why? Because her women intuition was kicking in, and she knew there was 6 feet of dick close by, and she knows she can't take 6 feet of dick because she ain't used to that shit. She was like,
well, he wasn't using his hands to hold the tray.
No, she was like, why is my vagina just scared of this man? It's drying up. I can't do it. 6 feet of dick. She was scared. She was gonna hit busted wide open on that couch in front of 30,000 people. The hard R whips out that 6 feet of dick. She was probably gonna scream. But hey, man, I see them. But Wade, my G, call that hoe a masturbator. A masturbator on live TV. Live TV. And shout out to Casey and Caden. They're just like the grizzled young vets, soon to be recognized. They're always the bridesmaids, never the bride. For 2 people who have come a long way. And Russell, great in the ring, great chemistry. I thought they killed that bitch, Kaylee Ray. I had to watch that shit back like 4 times. But when you look at it, like her knees land right before her head even hits the mat. So like it's completely 100% like, but we know that flippy bitch is all like, she's got perfect 100% body control. That thing looked gnarly, and it was probably one of the cleanest saves you will see, cleanest moves you will see this week on live TV. But man, that thing was dirty.
And again, I mean, this is another match where you see the losing participants doing most of the offense.
Offense.
And you have KLR and EO swoop in. They do like 5 moves and they win.
Moves and they get the win. I
Casey
think
and
that's
Caden clearly, they were like you said, Cesar. They're the bridesmaids, never the brides.
They're
like the grizzled young vets,
Young
doing all
vets.
kinds of good shit.
Yeah.
But they just couldn't get the job done.
But don't be surprised. I'm putting my Negro Dumbest hat back on. Don't be surprised if EO and KLR win those tag titles because Mandy tries to cheat for her girls and ends up helping them lose. I'm just saying, don't be surprised if that happens. Because if you take those two bitches who are great champions and you give them the tag belts, then they don't come for your belt. I'm just saying.
Wait a minute. Who did you call yourself?
No, Negro Dumbest.
You totally looked over Wendy Chu and Wallbutt. I mean, come on, man. Come on. You got to give them a chance, right?
No. It's a writing on the wall. Wallbutt ain't gonna win it too. Well, they should give it to Wallbutt. Don't get me wrong. They give her something. She deserves either title run or something. She only had the tag titles for one day, so to give her 2 Dusty Cups seems fair and well earned. But I'm just saying, don't be surprised.
I do appreciate the seeds they're planting. Remember, like Wallbutt was kind of like not wanting to attack Straight Sonya. Like she was just like, no, I can't do it. And
then she was like, I don't know this person. Bitch, you want some shit? You got that good shit. Pass it to the motherfuckers on the left.
Persia and Duke rubbing their romance in Indy's face. Indy and Persia butt heads. I think one of us called this weeks ago that these two were eventually going to feud. Then Persia jumps on Duke. Wade says, I don't know who I'm more jealous of. And Vic's like, what? He goes, oh, never mind. That was fucking funny.
Fucking Wade, bro.
Butterface upset at Saray, talking about breaking Saray's face. Bitch, who broke your face? Tag team match. It's Imperium versus MSK. Wade suspects MSK for attacking the Creed Bros, just like I thought as well. Super Eichner body slams Wesley into the ropes. The crowd chants, "We want Creed. We want Creed," which is a good sign for the Creeds.
Yeah.
Creeds come out and attack both teams. So no finish there. Draco working out as Harlan beats off looking at him. Gacy wants that fudge in the Fudget Club. But then out of nowhere, fucking Zion Quinn appears and tells Draco to ignore them. Cesar, Persia, Duke, Andy, Wade. What did you think of that segment?
But some ain't gonna have no legs. They're gonna fuck around, some ain't gonna have no legs. See, Persia, you just trying to hump on Duke. You want Indy sloppy. Say, is that a real friend to you? You don't fuck your friend's exes. Or at least you don't tell them. Or do it in front of their face on camera. You don't fuck your friend's exes. Real friends don't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? You done smash that, I ain't smashing. They sucked me off in the bathroom one time, but that was honest because I was drunk. But I'm just saying, real friends don't, do that shit. Then y'all keep messing around. First, you gonna mess around, not have no legs. Indy gonna knock your big ass out. I mean, Indy ain't no small chick. She tall chick. She tall glass of water. And Dexter's thirsty. This is also gonna lead to a mixed tag, and Dexter gonna fuck around. Dexter gonna bring that tool out. You don't want to see that tool. I know Duke don't want to see that tool. He gonna open that coat, and it's a problem. Anytime somebody opens a coat, it's a goddamn problem. Whether it's in the streets, they open the coat to get the gun. You gonna fuck around with crazy white man while he's allowed to do crazy white man shit on television. I just need Dexter to cut that nigga with the axe so I can stop watching wrestling altogether because I will have seen it all. I have retired. To see the Cracker get chopped with an axe on live TV, I will retire.
After he's done chopping him, he's gonna draw it.
He will probably draw it, and then it'll be funny because I'm like, man, this man did this on live TV and he's auctioning off that artwork.
The tag team championship match, Imperium versus MSK, but the Creeds put a stop to this match. What were your thoughts?
Yo, somebody better call him Creed boy Malcolm. I got to tweet Malcolm. My phone out. I got to tweet Malcolm. Because that one MSK crack almost died. Y'all don't see it. That boy threw him. He threw that nigga. that nigga so high, he almost landed on his neck. Ooh, child. That shit was rough. That shit was rough. But it would have been Orange, and MSK Cracker, and Biggie all in the same week, man. You got to start throwing prayers up, man. That shit was wow. I
And
get it, man.
Pete?
Stallion Pete. Yeah, Stallion Pete lost his name. He burned. R.I.P. man. I know it's like, you're getting to come in, beating everybody up. The crowd loves you. It's hype. You got to like channel that adrenaline. That crack almost died in the ring. That'd have been rough. What was after that?
That's it. Stixie Drip, your thoughts on the whole Persia, Duke, Indy, Wade, that whole segment there? What'd you think?
You could kind of use this as like a before after thing, because we see Duke and Persia. That's before you get with a thick chick. Then we had Zion, and you see him rehabbing on the come up from being with Elektra. Yep. So you got the after. So this is the perfect thing of like, this is what happens when you get a thick chick. It's all fun and games in the beginning. But then at the end, you got to rehab them legs. You got to hit leg days.
All
7
day.
days, once a day, and twice on Sundays to get your ass back in that ring.
Damn right, you go.
But like Cesar said, I think this is going to lead to a mixed tag with Duke and Persia and Dex and Indy.
The tag team championship match that was ruined by the Creeds, the rightful #1 contenders. What did you think?
I thought as soon as the Creeds hit, I was like, they aren't going to fuck the Creed brothers over. They aren't going to make this a triple threat, are they? Like, they aren't going to come out and say, well, MSK was fighting for the tag team championships. You guys interfere. So they still kind of deserve to get a shot. So they're going to fuck the Creed brothers over and do a triple threat for it, which I guess it could actually probably help them, make them look a little bit stronger if they could end up winning that match, if they beat two really good teams, a former tag team championship team and MSK, the current tag team champions, and then they end up winning it. So, but I just had a feeling after that, I was like, man, this could be getting them fucked over, and they could be in a triple threat for the tag titles.
The main event, A-Kid is coming to NXT from NXT UK. I'm not familiar with him. Cesar, are you familiar with A-Kid?
That motherfucker can wrestle. I forgot I'm on the tripod now. That motherfucker can wrestle. He beat Tyler Bate to win that championship cup in the finals. And then Tyler Bate was the one who beat him for it to have it next. That motherfucker A-Kid, bro. Y'all, I tell y'all better start watching that damn UK. That UK is like old school black and gold. Them dudes over there are not known, and they are putting on damn classics. That's where that first Walter Dragunov was. Tyler Bate versus Walter. Tyler Bate and Trent Seven still over there wrecking shop. But that boy A-Kid, that boy nasty. That boy nasty. He gonna come up there. Look, we lost Stallion Pete, but we gave A-Kid. I'm gonna take it. Look, rest in peace. But we gave A-Kid for it. I'm gonna take it. That boy nasty.
Sticks, have you seen A-Kid in action?
Oh yes, him, and if you get a chance, go watch him and Tyler Bate. I mean, that match is god damn, those matches good.
They get the Booker T stamp of approval. They're good.
That shucky quack stamp of approval.
The main event was a triple threat for the NXT championship. Braun Breaker defending against Dolph Ziggler and Ciampa Mad.
Mm-hmm.
Braun suplexing Dolph and Ciampa at the same time. Ciampa leaps into Dolph's drop kick that looked painful. Commercial picture-in-picture, fight spills to the outside. Braun throws Ciampa at the stairs. Ciampa sells that his right leg is injured. Steiner recliner on Ciampa. Dolph hops on Braun's back for a sleeper. There were 2 submissions applied on 2 different people. Famouser zigzagged to Ciampa. He kicks out at 2 3/4. Okay, when is Rude coming out there, bro? Ciampa had Ziggler up for a power bomb, and it looked like Braun was supposed to chop block him. I don't know if you guys saw that, but he just
he fell out of the ring.
He crashed and burned and rolled out of the ring.
Yeah, they tried to play it off. His head still hurt.
Just even the commentators made a comment about that. Just when Braun hit his power slam to Dolph and was going to win, Rude pulled the ref out. Ciampa nails Braun with the fairy tale ending. Rude pulls Braun out of the ring. Ziggler, with the sweet chin music, becomes the new NXT champion. The camera smash cuts to everybody who was shocked, including me. This is a good main event, folks. This was awesome. If you haven't seen it, go back and check it. Unexpected ending. Cesar, what did you think of the main event of NXT Roadblock?
Yeah, no, this is really good. Shocking main event. Look, man, it's like told you, Breaker, but he gone. Breaker going to Raw. Gotta go beat up on Austin Theory again or some shit. I don't know, but yeah, this main event was good. Everybody showed out. Braun still got to work on that chop block head shit. I don't know what the fuck. I literally got lost. I was like, "The fuck is this?" Rude pulled his dumb ass out the ring. Ciampa took the pin, surprisingly. Not surprisingly, because I guess you want to still keep Braun strong, so it's not like he lost. Ciampa lost it for him. Fine with that. Ciampa's got a couple wins over Dolph, so Dolph's kind of getting the win back and then winning the title. I literally want to know where they go from here. What's going to happen at old Stand and Deliver? Is it going to be Dolph versus somebody new? Is it going to be Tony D? Is it going to be Dolph versus LeBron Breaker? Fucking did look at Must See Malcolm that night, and motherfucker quote tweeted his own tweet. No, motherfucker wrote, woke up this morning hating on LeBron Breaker. Look at right now.
I saw that. Yeah.
I was like, but if he wrote "Look at God," I swear to God, if he just said "Woke up hating on LeBron Breaker" and "Look at God," won't he do it? I would have thrown my fucking phone. I would have thrown it across the fucking sea. I would have died laughing. But yeah, no, I thought this was a really good main event. Yeah, surprise ending. Dolph ain't know where the belt was for like 3 minutes. That shit was funny to me. You roll out, "Where's the belt? Where's the belt?" Where the fuck would it be? Probably at the timekeeper's table, you stupid bitch. Stupid bitch. No, I loved it. Great match. Good ending, and I like the surprise ending. Wasn't mad at it.
Well, Sticks, I want to know your thoughts about this triple threat match and thoughts of where you think this is headed.
This was main event worthy. I mean, this was really good. And adding Ziggler into it, who we all know Ziggler can go. And finally giving him a main event on a TV show was the right idea, especially with a veteran like Ciampa, both them along with a new and upcoming Braun Breaker. This was going to be good. This was going to be good. And it was. The surprise element of Ziggler winning. And when I first started watching actual NXT, I thought, okay, Braun was going to win, but Ziggler was going to be strong enough that he'd have a case for Stand and Deliver. At the end of the match, I was like, holy shit. All right, they're giving Dolph Ziggler the ball in NXT 2.0, so let's see where this goes. In the end, I think we're going to get Braun and Ziggler one-on-one at Stand and Deliver, which will be good because Ziggler will be able to carry Braun Breaker, still make him look strong, and I fully anticipate Braun winning. But this was a good match and main event worthy.
And now, folks, we move on to way too much AEW talk, and we're going to kick it off with the pay-per-view, which I regret buying. It is called...
I don't know why you keep buying this shit.
Revolution.
I tell you what website to go to.
AEW's Revolution. The buy-in for me was in Espanol. It was Layla Hirsch, the Russian Munchkin, versus Buttlander. Whoa. I like the Russian Munchkin's viciousness toward Buttlander's arm. We get the littlest botch in all of AEW. Buttlander palming Layla's titty balls during the pin.
Nice.
Cesar, thank you for introducing that vocabulary into the tripod.
So it's an old Dave Chappelle joke, so I stole it. So
now it's in English, finally. Buttlander hits a forward electric chair drop to Bridget, the midget, off of second turnbuckle, followed by a Michinoku driver.
You rank the midget?
Little Munchak strikes Buttlander with spare turnbuckle on the outside, followed by a mini moonsault for the win. I gave this 3 pretzels with some Lucky Charms. Sticks, what did you think of the buy-in? Did you catch this match in England?
Yes, I watched it on AEW's YouTube channel, and I caught this one. I gave it 4. I mean, it was nice that they gave a little bit of shine to Layla Hirsch that wasn't on Dark or Dark Elevation. So, and we saw that this actually kind of, I don't want to say catapulted, but it was a little micro stone toss ahead to what we would see on Wednesday. But all in all, I was actually surprised that they had Layla win. I thought they'd have Asleander win, but Tony Skeet's out here pulling the switcheroo on all of us. When we think we know what we're gonna get, he gives us the opposite. So I gave it 4, and it was okay match.
I wouldn't call it catapulted for Layla. I'd say it's slingshotted.
Yeah.
Cesar, did you catch this match in the buy-in?
I didn't watch the buy-in. I wrote in the chat. I was at work till 7:45, and then I said I'm not watching this dumb shit till 8.
Yeah, you didn't miss much.
I know I didn't miss much.
Don Callis fools everyone into thinking Omega had returned. He just ran his mouth. Excalibur trying to pay Tony to attack Don because he was in the ring interview.
That was funny. That was like, Tony, $5, Tony, $20, Tony, $50, Tony, please hit this guy.
Speaking of not missing much, QT Marshall versus Hook. Hook murdering QT, taps him out. I didn't even give it a pretzel rating. It was so fast. I was just like, yep, that's Hook. Hook is Hook. House of Black Magic Crack a Tattoo shit versus Penta Pack and
they got a new letter. They got a new name.
I missed all but the end. Black Skeet and Redbeard Soul. House of Black wins. Excalibur called him Eric Rowan during the match. I thought that was funny.
Oh, shit.
I gave it a Black Skeet pretzel. Sticks, what did you think of this trios tag?
I gave it a half a Reese's pretzel. That's an insult to Reese's pretzels.
That's good enough. Moving on to the main show, it's Jericho versus Eddie Kingston. Eddie explosive start with half and half crowd, thunderous for Eddie. Chop off leads to Eddie's rapid chops, eye gouges, biting. Jericho flips off fan for the Y2J chance. Jericho suplexes Eddie off of apron to outside of the ring. This is evil Jericho. Eddie kicks out of the lion salt. Jericho's chest is beet red. Jericho and Aubrey shove each other. Eddie gets a 2.5 from a spinning back fist to Jericho. Wow. Eddie kicks out of the code breaker. Jericho misses the Judas effect. 2 spinning back fists and a stretched plum. Jericho taps out. Eddie's eye is all fucked up. I respect you, Chris. Shake my hand. Jericho refuses and walks off. I loved it. Eddie brings it, and he finally wins the big one. I gave this 7 plus the salt. I love the story told. Love the energy from the crowd. A great way to kick off a pay-per-view. Cesar, you caught this, right?
Yeah, so I watched this. You are correct. The first 3 matches were hot. Hot. First hour and a half of this shit show was hot. Completely went downhill for me. But still, this match was really good. You are correct. This is old school storytelling within a match. That fucking suplex on the outside looked a little rough. Eddie landing on his ass. That looked a little rough. Yeah, hits him with the spinning back fist. They both got like, it's funny how both of their finishers are like spinning back moves.
Yeah.
And they're quick, but they're supposed to put you down. And Eddie doing what he had to do to get the dub. Jericho thinking he's better than people. And then Jericho elevating people. Like, I mean, I get it. Eddie and Jericho are so so been in the game so long that they really don't need wins to stay great and relevant. But when the two of them are fighting, somebody has to win. And yes, Jericho's had way more success in his career. So yeah, I'd like to have the fact that he gave Eddie the win here. But yeah, doesn't want to shake his hand because he can't believe he lost to Eddie after all the shit he talked. But damn, this was a great match. I gave it 7 too. And yeah, this is a great start off match. Pay-per-view started off hot. But I gave it a 7. I really, really liked it.
Sticks, it's Eddie, your mother versus Chris Jericho. What did you think of the kickoff show? Well, the real kickoff to the pay-per-view, Revolution.
This was a hell of a way to start off the card. And gentlemen, I'm with you. I gave it 7 in the Salt Dandruff 2. Both these guys, storytelling in the ring. We all knew what we were getting going into this. The match was good. I mean, if you really want to nitpick, there's a few spots here and there, but it is what it is. Jericho pulling the turnbuckle pad off about a couple minutes into it, comes back to bite him in the ass. Eddie fucking gets that big win on a pay-per-view. I mean, he had even listed it in his promo, the matches he had on pay-per-views that he had lost. This was huge for him. And as we saw going into Wednesday, it's not over with, but this hell of an opener, both men. Congratulations to Eddie, your mother, on the win. And I'm so glad for him. I mean, hopefully this propels him for bigger and brighter things.
By the way, Cesar, this is the freshest to Sticks because he just rewatched the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, I know. I saw that
before we started recording.
Yeah, drunk asshole didn't write down any fucking funny story.
I started watching. I'm like, I had the back of my mind. I'm like, I should be doing something. Then it came to Hangman and Cole. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
So, I did the night.
Yeah, I did the same thing, but I caught on at the Sonic Ring match. I was like, I didn't write down any fucking things. So I watched the first 2 again after the pay-per-view went off and then wrote ratings for those.
I was doing it as it was happening because I knew I wouldn't want to watch this fucking shit again. 3-way AEW tag title match is the Cucks versus Jurassic Express versus Red Dragon. Bobby Fish, very vocal, talking trash. Matt Cuck flies through the ropes, delivering a hell of a drop kick to Luchasaurus. His big ass falls towards the barricade. They all get their shit in. Tension between the Cucks and Red Dragon. Luchasaurus, a one-man army, taking out the 2 opposing teams by himself for about 10 minutes. This is awesome, chance. Eventually, Red Dragon and Cucks implode. Kyle, Matt, Cuck, and Jungle Boy in an incredible sequence of events that ended in a triple clothesline. Kyle with the guillotine, the Luchasaurus. Jungle Boy jumps onto Kyle. 450 from Cuck onto Luchasaurus, who was pinning Kyle. Crazy ass action. This action is so crazy and my notes cannot keep up. Red Dragon and Cucks get near falls. Luchasaurus completely misses a waffle jalapeno kick, but they nail a double team to pick up the win and retain. If AEW can do one thing, it's tag team matches. I loved it. This was a great match. I gave it 8 pretzels. Very entertaining. Stixie Drip Drip, the 3-way AEW tag team championship match. Thoughts?
Well, gentlemen, I gave this 9 in my beer cheese.
Whoa!
This match has so much offense in it. I like you just said, there's so much offense. Your notes exploded. I thought this was a really good tag match. Every team got it. And we get to see once again why the Young Bucks are held in regard as possibly the best tag team in pro wrestling today. I don't agree with that. I think they choose to show out on certain matches. This was one of them. I thought this was a great match, and I knew that them and Red Dragon weren't going to win. I knew there was going to be tensions, but the match itself was just so good. I mean, the offensive moves, Jungle Boy, they were going for, I think, more bang for your buck. Was able to throw the one into the corner, jumped off the one that was in the corner, suplex off the top onto there, and then German suplex the one that was then over in the corner. Suplex in. I mean, there's just so much action, and it was so good. Like I said, I gave it 9 in the beer cheese. This was the best match I thought in the whole card. I thought there was maybe one more match that was as close as good as this. Otherwise, this was the best match.
Nice. Cesar, your thoughts on this incredible tag team championship match?
Yeah, this match was really fucking good. Even though, I think we all picked Jungle Hose to win. There were a couple really good false finishes in this. And I think this was, I hate to say, it's kind of like what you said, the losers in the matches were the ones doing the most.
Yeah.
But then again, you have to realize that Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus wrestled the most out of the match because they were always isolated by the other two teams, either trying to work together. And even when it imploded, they still realized, well, we got to pin these guys because we've kept them isolated so long. Especially Jungle Boy was in the match probably the longest, like in the ring, had the most ring time in the match the longest. And that's just shout out to Jungle Boy, one of the four pillars of the old AEW. But no, this was a really, really good match. Just like Sticks, I gave this 9 in the beer cheese. This was the best match of the night. No, this was best match of the night. I don't know, man. You know me, I love wrestling. I love the purity. I don't think it's going to have to be a super, really good gimmick match for a gimmick match to get better than a good wrestling match in my book. And I damn think this was a damn near close perfect match with 3 teams. Yeah, I mean, the only thing that's topping this shit with like 3 teams are like, obviously, classic TLC matches with Edge and them. But no, like you have 2. We know there's at least 4 guys in the ring who can all go, especially in tag team matches. As much as we don't like the Young Cucks, we love Red Dragon. I mean, how many times did we give the beer cheese to UE when they started a pay-per-view?
Yeah.
Like it had to be a crazy main with like Finn Balor and somebody, and he was fucking demon form, busting wide open on somebody in the main event for that to get our beer cheese. Our fucking classics like, sorry to say, Dream and Aleister Black and shit like that for UE not to have our beer cheese in a fucking tag match that started the show. So yeah, this match was fucking awesome. Yeah, every single really big spot was great pacing, great time, great chemistry. Well, why are you going for the pin? I'm sorry, man. I forgot. Yeah, that's right. Let's beat him up. And then Kyle doing that shit, and then the Cucks going for the pin. Wait. You just said you're right. Adrenaline. I'm jacked up, man. Adrenaline. Right, you're right. Let's tag out. Let's beat this guy up. Let's keep going. Good shit until the end where it all broke down and everybody got their shit in and then some. Everybody, they mama, they cousin, and then they third cousin on their daddy grandmama side got their shit in on this match. Everybody showed out. But yeah, it was 9 in the beer cheese for me.
Fucking Demon Balor with this demon skeet on Adam Cole's soul.
They improve this. I think the best wrestler who can an AEW that can work the ropes is Phoenix. I think Jungle Boy is hot on his heels for his rope work. When we saw that this on the pay-per-view this last Sunday.
Imagine how good of a match that would be. Not just we've seen them we've seen the 2 teams fight. We've seen the 2 teams fight, but just imagine like a good 20-minute match between Ray Phoenix and Jungle Boy.
They'll be white skeet on this screen.
If that was on Dynamite, that's
Big Green's gonna give it. Big Green would give that shit 12 pretzels with some white skeet in the cup.
Fucking gallon of 2% skeet.
2 pretzel bags and fucking beer cheese and the salt and some fucking other fucking beer cheese dip too.
Up next, the face of the Revolution ladder match: Wardlow versus Christian versus P2H versus Ricky Starks versus Keith Lee versus Orange Cassidy. Dan Lambert watching from the stands, stared down by Keith Lee, P2H, and Wardlow ends up a super kick party from Orange Cassidy. He leaps onto the back of them to try to grab the brass ring.
Best spot.
Orange Cassidy shenanigans throughout. Hands in pockets, ladder climb. Unprettier to P2H off a ladder. And JR calls Keith Lee a refrigerator with a head. Orange Cassidy stops Team Taz from rushing to the hemorrhoid pillow. Wardlow and P2H accidentally make ladder bridge for Orange Cassidy to hop on to try and get the ring, but he falls on his nards. Christian spears P2H into ladder. Starks jumps through the ladder to spear Christian. Starks and Orange Cassidy hop onto Wardlow's back as he climbs a ladder. They crash and burn. All 6 men end up on ladders fighting for the ring. Wardlow and P2H end up as final 2. They both crash and burn. Keith Lee tosses Orange Cassidy out of orbit.
He's dead. Broke his leg.
Wardlow and P2H double teaming Keith on outside. Then they tear a ladder in half. They fight to the commentary table. Wardlow shoves P2H and Keith Lee off the stage to the table. Danhausen does his bullshit. A ladder was shoved inside another. Starks was at the top of the ladder when Wardlow hopped up to the top and powerbombed Stark onto ladder and wins the golden hemorrhoid pillow Sonic ring. Wow, that was again incredible match. Cesar, you said the first 3 matches were incredible.
Yeah,
you are correct. I gave this 8 pretzels. This was awesome. Lots of action. Again, I couldn't keep up with my fucking notes. I hope you guys have other spots you want to talk about. Sticks, Face of the Revolution ladder match. What did you think?
I gave it 8 in the dandruff. This was really good. The spots that they had for the ladder, I mean, it was so good. Like they had with all the meaty men fighting, Orange jumping up there, try to get it. The bridge of the ladder, Orange getting up there until he got his mini oranges crushed and freshly squeezed. I didn't think Wardlow would win. I had picked Keith Lee. After, of course, Wardlow shoulder tackling both him and Powerhouse Hobbs through table, I knew then, okay, Wardlow's winning, which is good for him. But this was a really good ladder match. I mean, it's kind of really hard to fuck up a ladder match, but it wouldn't have surprised me if AEW would have fucked up a ladder match. But this was a good ladder match. And like Cesar said, the first 3 matches on this card were straight fucking fire.
Well, Cesar, we were the only 2 that knew that Wardlow was
going to
win. Golden hemorrhoid pillow, sir. What were your thoughts on this Face of the Revolution ladder match?
Sticks, do you know the salt and dandruff is like actually a sign of disrespect?
It's a disrespect.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Because you can have the salt, but the salt and dandruff is supposed to be used for disrespect.
Salt dandruff was Thunder Rosa and fucking Hikaru Shida. They got the salt dandruff.
That's where it was invented. It was invented for Thunder Rosa and Hikaru Shida, and Megria coined it. But no, this match was really great. Yeah, dude. Oh, Ricky Starks to spear through the chair, Edge with the fucking prettier off the ladder. Yeah, they were all 6 on the ladder. All 6 on a ladder at one point. Fucking, I don't know, Orange. I'll give Orange this. He was trying to steal the show with the way he was trying to get the coin. Because, he doesn't try, but when he jumped on that motherfucker's back and was close to getting it, and when he jumped on the ladder, when they were both like holding it up, also good shit.
Never seen that before. I've never seen that before.
Never seen that? Yeah, I was just like, God damn. I was like, oh shit, God damn. So Orange
put his beer down. He's like, what?
I did. I was like, look at this cracker jump. He's got hops. Yeah. What was it? Wardlow and was it Wardlow and P2H ripped the ladder in half? And then they were supposed to go beat up people. They're like, come on, let's
never seen that before. Never seen that before.
Yeah, we did see Brian Cage rip one in half.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, people.
And Stallion Peter Dune.
No, man, this match was super, super good. Everybody got their shit in. Just so good match. Not a lot of big ladder eating spots. And I get that. I mean, Ricky took the biggest one and he still kind of it was still kind of a little botchy.
Yeah.
But no real big ladder spots, but the ladder moving and jumping off the ladder, jumping with the ladder. How they used the ladder was probably way more interesting than what they did here. But no, I loved this match. It was good. I gave it 8 and the mustard. I mean, just the pure wrestling with no gimmick in the tag match is why I thought it was better versus it was how they used the ladder in this match, which is a gimmick match with everybody else. But yeah, everybody else is for themselves, and I get it. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I will ever give a gimmick match over a regular street wrestling matchup. I think the other match told a great story and had a great match. But no, this was 8 in the mustard for me. I loved every minute of it. Wardlow getting the win. We see it coming. He's going full face. We'll get to shit on Wednesday. But yeah, I like this match. Love it.
Sadly, Styx's caveat happened next, but unless it was during a match or a specific moment, it didn't count. He didn't need it anyway. He fucking won. But Swerve signs with AEW. TBS champion, that bitch.
That bitch.
Cargill versus Tay, sporting black skeet in her soul, Cesar.
Black skeet in her soul.
You've seen
Yeah,
that?
I seen it.
Cesar plays Jade to the ring.
You fucking wrote that in the chat.
fucking Cesar shredding on a guitar, playing fucking Jade to the ring.
You put that in the chat, and I laughed so fucking hard.
Oh, by the way, we forgot to mention that this whole pay-per-view was sponsored by DraftKings, because no matter where you look, there was a DraftKings logo in the four corners of the ring, outside of the ring apron, and somewhere on the Titantronic. Vince would never.
Even Black Boogs was wearing a DraftKings shirt. No.
Sure, yeah.
We had there was a couple matches where a couple of guys got busted open and they bled all over that mat. And then we saw the next match that mat looked fucking fresh and clean.
Fresh as shit. The motherfuckers were.
They had like a tearaway mat, like they had like extra ones that they just pulled off after like those.
Well, no, like
just like a lint roller, lint roller. They
had
okay.
Yeah, if you've ever been to, you've been to shows, but I know that when they've been to certain shows, like that when you have a real professional crew, they can change that mat in like a minute. Like they just loosen up. They loosen up the things underneath, like where the apron hangs over. Yeah, you just loosen those things up enough, you can literally pull off a mat. Because there's just like at the house shows where they film. We know WWE used to film whatever the fuck after SmackDown. They would literally just pull the mat. Yeah, 205 Live. They would literally just pull the top mat off, and it would say like 205 Live around the apron and shit. And if they had it on the mat where it said 205, they can literally pull that shit off in like 30 to 45 seconds.
Plus for the Miz TV and for the KO show, and they have the black canvas out there as well. Mm-hmm. Jade kisses Tay. What the fuck? Jade mocking karate. Tay with a weird fucking spinning DDT. She was supposed to springboard off the ropes for it. I forgive her. Tay flies out of the ring on the smart mark while Jade takes out Anna. Whoa. Anna gets revenge and hits Jade in the tits with a chair. Jade kicks out of the Tay DT. Tay kicks out of the Eye of the Storm. Tay kicks out of the Frog Splash. Jade kicks out of the Pile Driver. In the end, Tay gets jaded and Jade retains. I gave the 6 pretzels for Tay's ass. Cesar, what did you think of this TBS championship match?
That was better than the other championship match. But I also gave it 6 pretzels because I got a whole pretzel extra just for Jade and Tay rubbing titty balls in the ring
and kissing
kissing. Yeah, you all like that. Yeah, like that shit. We'll get to what Jade's comment was because I showed it again on Dynamite.
Sticks thoughts on the TBS championship match.
I gave this 6 too. I thought Jade continues to get better on TV. Yeah. I thought her frog splash, for someone who hasn't done a frog splash on live TV, I thought it was pretty good. And she can
because of Sammy Skeet. Sammy Skeet gave her powers.
Yeah. And we're continuing to see the evolution and the growth of Jade.
You did that shit in the bedroom.
While JR was saying, Sammy.
JR in the closet. You jumping off the headboard in the tank. Sammy.
TBS championship match got the mark of the beast from the tripod. Straight 6s. Up next is the dog collar match. It's MJF versus PG Punk. Strap in, people. MJF faked out crowd with Punk's theme on first. His Punk with dramatic entrance, a Ring of Honor entrance. I didn't, because I'm not really familiar with it. I was like,
yeah, Sticks wrote in the chat.
Crowd hype. Tony Schiavone getting wood at the thought of what Punk is about to do to MJF. He's a disingenuous dick, JR says. Punk has his fun torturing MJF, but then MJF begins to whip Punk with the chain. Punches Punk with the chain. Give me the fucking mic. uncensored pay-per-view. MJF screams, tells these people, tell these people you want to quit. Eat shit, Max. Punk responds. Punk dons the crimson mask. Bloody headbutt to MJF's prick. Punk having a heavy flow day all over the fucking place. Focuses attack on MJF's hand. MJF reverses the GTS into the salt of the earth. Punk with the Anaconda Vice. MJF would like to leave, but he's a little tied up right now. JR with the dad joke. MJF busted open with the Shining Wizard. You deserve it. Eat shit, pussy. Someone from the crowd shouts. Punk wraps chain around knee and attempts to ram it into MJF's head while he leans on the steps. MJF evades. Punk screams in pain. Punk unable to do GTS. This match is taking forever. Punk tombstones MJF on the apron, which hurt his own knee. Misses the elbow drop. MJF dumps tacks on the mat. Punk gets superplex on the thumbtacks. Punk had 3 tacks in his back. Don't be so dramatic, Punk. He had 3 tacks. Come on. Wardlow. MJF shouts out for Wardlow. Oh, even the ref had more tacks in his hand than Punk had in his back, by the way. MJF shouts for Wardlow. Wardlow out. Wardlow pretends he can't find the ring. GTS to MJF. He lands on tacks. Wardlow finds ring and places it in the ring. Punk flips off MJF. MJF spits in Punk's face. Punch to the face. Punk wins. For MJF, I'll give this 5 pretzels, but it was way too fucking long.
What the fuck?
Cesar, what did you think of the dog collar match?
Was dog shit. 3 and some salt dandruff.
Oh, all right. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I finished.
Oh, what did you say? I'm sorry.
It was dog shit. 3 in the salt dandruff.
Oh, salt dandruff from
no. This match was 21 minutes long.
Oh my god, it felt like 50.
I Googled it. That's how I need to know how long this match was. I don't really give a shit how long wrestling match were, but MJF likes to wrestle at a slow pace, and I understand that. He's not really a fast guy. He's not really a strong guy. He's a wear you down guy. But CM Punk has been wrestling since he's a 56-year-old man in like 7-minute matches, and that's all he can do. All right. It's like, it's like when you find that girl with that good snapper, you bust quick. You can't help it. That snapper good. So you only got about 3 minutes. So you got to give her the best 3 minutes she ever had of your life. And if you're smart, you drink 3 quarts of Henny so you can last 15 minutes. So she don't think you just bust quick. But she got that good. It's a compliment. It's not a bad thing. It's a compliment. Little girl, you got me out here in 3 minutes. That's a compliment. That's a heavyweight.
In first round.
Yeah. That's a heavyweight championship bout. The motherfucker's been knocked out in the first round. That's what I'm saying. Grown men, 237. Sleep in 3 minutes.
Get ready, Jensen. If you ever do get with Caden, it's probably gonna.
It's gonna let Jensen just gonna get his dick out and he gonna bust. He gonna look at some pussy and bust in his pants.
As soon as he reads the new ink on Caden's ass, he's gonna be like, "Oh,
no." Wish he would write Jensen. Not every fucking time. Yeah. Fucking CM Punk bled on Wednesday, and then somebody. So there's fucking starving kids in Africa who need blood, and the Red Cross is trying to save lives, and then this fucking guy has the caucasity.
Ukraine needs the blood.
He's got the fucking caucasity to spill his probably O-negative basic having ass blood from Wednesday. He lost 3 pints till fucking Sunday. He lost 7 in these long ass diatribes of fucking bleeding everywhere. And then it gets super these fake ass thumbtacks. I mean, WWE would never. You superplex cracking a pile of thumbtacks in WWE. He's picking them shits out on Monday. He's picking them shits out on Friday still. He's in the back getting them picked out. Them shits are in the boots, the knee pads. Look at a Triple H match where there's thumbtacks. And he hits a pedigree. You see that cracker bottom of that cracker's feet. There's at least 50 thumbtacks in each foot. There's 30 in his fucking knee pads and then the crack his faces and shit.
He still got one crooked in his taint.
I'd seen it. I seen it. It was a it was a leak on OnlyFans. It was like Triple H's butt crack. I paid $20 to see it. I wanted to see what his butt crack looked like. There was a thumbtack in it. Fuck CM Trash, bro. Fuck him getting his win back. We all knew he was getting his win back. So now, technically, if we're keeping score, he has literally beaten everybody he's faced in AEW. This is worse. This is worse than some Cody Rhodes shit. I'm just saying. This is really worse. He's literally copying Cody Rhodes. He's beating everybody he's faced. He's the champ. I mean, yeah, Max has got to win on him, but he's got to win on Max. So he's beating everybody. There's 2 out of the 4 pillars he has a win on. And I don't, there could be 5 pillars. I don't know.
Next he's going to beat the Doctor.
Yeah, he might take the title. Might pull an Andy, take the woman's title on some fuck shit. And then be wrestling Thunder Rosa and having real trash 0 matches probably then. Yeah, this match was 18 minutes too long. The only redeeming parts was fucking Max getting the mic. Fucking quit on these people, you bitch. Fuck you. Eat shit, Max. You should have said fuck you. If he was real, he'd have said fuck you. If he was really real, he'd have said fuck you. I'd have said fuck you. Give me no mic and no rang. I'd have said fuck you. That's on pay-per-view. Practice pay for this. And then the nerve of these like professional wrestling writers that gave this match the match of the night. The nerve of you motherfuckers collecting a check. Yeah, I don't care. New pretzel heads. Yeah, I don't care. Share this shit. Shit might be a fucking 30-second story. Share that shit too. Tag them motherfuckers below. The fuck? You gonna call this trash match of the night? Some 56-year-old man trying to relive his glory days because he's crying that some man gave him a shot at the title to be great in the greatest wrestling company in the world. I'm saying WWE greatest wrestling company in the world, but it was when CM Trash was there and gave him the title for like a year and some change to be the man. And then they took it from him. And then he started, well, I got to have a pipe bomb. We got to talk about how this thing works. Nobody gives a fuck. You lost the title. It ain't your turn no more. Quit being a bitch. Gave it to you for 400 days. And then you going to be ungrateful. Hey, man, we all hate jobs. We all hate working. But you get paid millions to fucking wrestle in front of some people who actually want to see your dumb ass. You want to have these 20-minute promos on AEW. Let some niggas wrestle. You talking about you want to enhance talent? Get the fuck off the fucking mic. Get some of these broke-ass crackers on Dark a chance. We're going to talk about that shit later, too. We're going to talk about some fucking Dark. Fucking Tony Skeets. Me and you going to see you on Twitter tonight, nigga. But yeah, fuck this match. We all knew what was going to win. I wasn't invested. They only did the dog collar so Max didn't go anywhere. They did that spot 18 fucking times every time he tried to leave. CM Trash pulled him back into the ring. Wardlow going face. Sure, fine. I mean, it helps give Max an excuse of why he lost because he took the GTS and then had to take the punch from the ring. Nobody kicks out from the punch of the ring, so it still means the ring is the greatest move in AEW then because nobody kicks out from that. So it gives Max a reason to complain about it, which he will, and he'll do whatever. But yeah, they're done. If they wrestle again, I'm fucking killing myself, and I don't want to do that.
Well, Sticks, I guess the only positive I can see from this was Wardlow's story. It was Wardlow's chance to screw.
It was Wardlow's night.
But I mean, after this match was over, I was worn out. We were worn out. The crowd was worn out. We were more worn out than Cesar's neckline on the shirt he's wearing right now.
Yep.
Sticks, what did you think of this fucked out dog collar match, dog shit match as Cesar coined? What did you think?
I gave this 3, and I echo everything that Cesar says, but I'm just going to add this. We saw in the promos on the buy-in show leading up to this match, CM Punk said, I don't want to be tethered to shit, but I'm tethered to Max. Motherfucker, MJF is making your ass relevant, and that's fucking working itself. This guy had to carry you. He beat you twice and fucking
same night.
And then had to carry your ass in a fucking dog collar match while you wanted him just to be your fucking Valentine. Motherfucker, he fucking should have said, hell no, get your ass back to fucking, take your ass to Dark. So 3, and fucking congratulate. I fucking props to MJF for making this guy fucking relevant. Otherwise, see him trash. Get your fucking ass off my TV screen and go back to fucking AJ and spend the rest of your fucking retirement with her.
Stick's not even giving it the dandruff Caesar, not even the salt lice on this one. Up next,
piss mustard.
the AEW Women's Championship match. Man, by this time, I felt by this time, like I said, just
I was good and drunk by this time. I was good and drunk.
I was just like, oh, this needs to end. AEW Women's Championship match: the Doctor versus Thunder Rosa. There's a new AEW Women's Championship belt. It looks good. Crowd still hyped and split with these two. I heard Britt say backbreaker to Thunder Rosa. The Doctor becoming the Doctor of Thugonomics, calling out her spots. Hater pulling the hair of Thunder Rosa. I'm just an innocent bystander, Rebel, not Reba, says. The numbers game giving the Doctor the advantage. This match is kind of clunky. I know not every match will be a well-oiled machine, but this is kind of lacking quality. Thunder Rosa takes control of the match until the Doctor hits the drift away. Meh. Doctor hits a second rope air raid crash. After multiple counters, Thunder Rosa drops the Doctor right on the top of her head and then delivers a tombstone. Rebel helps but gets clobbered. Curb stomps Thunder Rosa on the new title. Thunder Rosa gets the lockjaw on the Doctor and then the straitjacket submission. The Doctor taps, but the ref is distracted. Thunder Rosa fucks up Rebel with the spear. Curb stop. Doctor retains. 4 pretzels. What did you think of this Stixie Drip Drip? The AEW Women's Championship match. By this time, I was hoping this fucking a tornado would hit the building and end the pay-per-view. What did you think of this?
I also gave this 4, and this match, it was just like you said, clunky. They couldn't get anything going. This match probably should have been on the buy-in. If we all could have voted, this should have been on the buy-in. And that's horrible to say because the Good Doctor has been on a fucking roll out of the ring. And this was I was disappointed in this match, and that's why I gave it 4.
Agreed. Caesar, thoughts on at least the belt was good.
Yeah, they've gone 3 different women's championship fucking belts.
And Britt's had all 3. Britt's had all 3.
Exactly.
I gave this 4 in the salt. And the salt is really just for the new title. Like, honestly, that ass. There's no other reason for me to talk about this. You guys covered everything. Yeah, the salt is literally for a shiny new belt.
Agreed. Bryan Danielson versus Mox.
Titty balls.
These two trying to out grapple each other while the crowd wants violence. These two spill out onto outside. I think Mox landed on his face. These two keep slapping each other and do jumping jacks. Slow pace, methodical action I can appreciate.
You didn't spell that right.
Let's hope it doesn't go the full 30 minutes, I was thinking. Despite the typical Mox match we are used to seeing, these two are having a legit wrestling match here. Mox fighting like Balboa and Rocky 3. Come on, you ain't so bad. Just telling him to keep kicking. These two bonking heads on the outside. They're both bleeding. Repeated headbutts. Digging back rake from Mox to Bryan. Bryan just fucking vicious. Elbows to Mox's jaw. Dragon sleeper. LaBelle lock. Mox reverses the goat stomps. Bulldog choke. Bryan hits his running knee for a 2 3/4. The triangle choke is locked in, but then Mox reverses it into the pin for the win. Bryan bullies the ref. They continue to fight. And then William fucking Regal comes out. Regal bitch slaps them both, tells them to shake hands. They do. Wow. Now, this was the only saving grace of the night for me. Bryan Danielson versus Jon Moxley got my 8 pretzels and the beer cheese. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I loved it. William Regal appearing was awesome. I love this match. It was incredible, and it led to other things that we will talk about on Wednesday. But Stixie Drip Drip, what did you think of the fight of Brian versus Mox with a Regal surprise?
I gave it 7. I thought it was a pretty good match. And at the end, we have the formation of KFC, the Kitty Fondler cult now. Which they must have just
No. Go back to that.
KFC?
Go back to that. Kitty follower what?
Kitty Fondler cult.
Title.
That will be on the side of the white van that will be parked at Jake's place because he is the fucking head honcho of the Kitty Fondler cult.
Title of the fucking episode. Title of the fucking episode.
Oh, we'll just leave it short for KFC.
No, you gotta write that shit out.
No, I'm not writing that shit. That we're not getting fucking flagged.
Kitty, like KIDD.
Is that all your thoughts, Sticks? Did you have any thoughts of Regal?
I was surprised. I was really surprised. A small part of me thought, but I was like, the tweet he had sent out thanking WWE and all that stuff, and I just thought he'd be like, I thought maybe he'd be good. He was just gonna ride off in the sunset, or maybe he was gonna show back up somewhere down the line for WWE. But hey, go get it, Regal. I mean, congratulations. You're gonna get that AEW bag and you're gonna get that Pro Wrestling Tees bag. So congratulations, man.
So Cesar, everybody from Black and Gold is gonna end up in fucking AEW. Is that what we're gonna do? Is that what we're doing here, Tony Skeets?
Yeah,
everybody. What did you
got to follow? I mean, he's been on TNT. He's got to follow the WCW model. You got to hire everybody.
It's crazy, dude.
Cesaro's gonna end up there in probably 3 weeks.
Fucking Roddy Strong and jeez.
Roddy Strong's on NXT. Fucking Kitty Fondler Club. Jesus fucking Christ. It's fucking gold. That's fucking gold right there. That's some good shit. I gave this match 6 in the mustard. I don't know. I think I expected more. I think that's a little bit on me. I expected. I don't know. I don't know. The match to me didn't live up to the hype. But I don't know if that's because it was their real first match, because I don't know. Sometimes I feel like when you get a high profile match, it should feel like a title match, kind of. When you get two guys who are ex-champs, multiple brands, getting in the ring, fucking shit up, I feel like it should feel like a title match. And this didn't feel like a title match to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I don't know what you're saying, but that's
that's
why we got 3 people on the show. We all have different opinions.
Yeah, anytime whether there was not a title involved, and you take 2 guys who are ex-champ, I guess in the Attitude Era, if you took Kurt Angle and The Rock and there's no title, but they're wrestling at a pay-per-view, that's probably going to be a 9 out of a 10 match banger. Rock Stone Cold, 9 out of 10 match banger. This just didn't feel like a 9 or 10 match to me. Yeah, the pacing was good. And you saw where each of them had their spots. John Moxley was selling the kicks in the corner, but when Daniel Bryan was throwing elbows, he's like, "Nah, bitch, that ain't your forte.
You ain't so bad. You ain't so bad.
I'm crazy, man. I eat forearms." And so then when John Moxley's throwing forearms, Daniel Bryan looks weaker. But then when John Moxley was throwing kicks to his chest, Daniel Bryan's like, "No, man, that's my crazy white boy shit. You ain't gonna outdo me doing that, Crocker. You kick me in my chest, I'm gonna get hyped, make you eat this knee." So those are the parts I liked that got me into the match, showing their strengths and weaknesses like that. Yeah, John Moxley's got the choke. Daniel Bryan's got who knows how many submissions. But I didn't feel like Moxley brawled enough, because he's a brawler and he's way more violent. I feel like Daniel Bryan seemed more violent in the match. John Moxley was trying to seem more technical in the match. Because he always does that. He always tries to it seems like in AEW, he always tries to beat his opponent how they would try to beat him. And I'm like, that's not your style. Your style's a brawler. You beat the fuck out of people. Yes, you can be technical. Yes, you can be submission-based. Yes, you can do whatever. you're a good wrestler, but no, man, you like to get in the ring, get violent, and beat people the fuck up. So you should beat people the fuck up. That's your best style. That's the style you're most comfortable with.
The announcers will even say that he's a good technical brawler.
Yeah, he's a good technical brawler. So don't try to out technical Daniel Bryan. Beat the fuck out of Daniel Bryan. He's gonna try to out technical you. But
where I saw it from is that Mox has never defeated Daniel Bryan, and possibly because he was wrestling as a brawler. So when he fought him this time, he wanted to meet him and beat him at his own game. And I wasn't expecting that. And after a match that sucked the air out of the room, I almost hit you up for a fucking link to see the rest for free. I wanted to take a break. I wanted to turn the TV off, but my Sling TV doesn't let me record it. So I was like, fuck it. I'll write it out to the end. This is going to be torture. How many more? Remember, I kept texting you, is there 4 more matches? There's 5 more matches. Like, oh, fuck, this is going to take forever. So I was heading into the match with just discouraged.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, Mox versus Bryan. Okay, let's do this. And then Mox switched up his technique, his forte into facing Daniel Bryan because he hasn't beaten him in his old ways, his old brawling ways in the past. You go back to his first match, you go to his WWE matches, his way didn't work. So he switched up his ways and he defeated him by reversing the move that nobody really gets out of when Daniel Bryan applies it. So that story being told, Moxley getting the one up on Bryan finally, and then you add the cherry on top with Regal coming in, slapping him, forming the tag team that they wanted. It's going to be good things in the future for these two, in my opinion. So that's why
I see that. But to your point, I'm fine with that. If he would have brawled his way through the match and then won technically, and that's how he beat Daniel Bryan, but not trying to out technical the technical wrestler throughout the match, but use your way to beat somebody through the match, and then at the end, yes, make a technical move, because that's what Bryan wouldn't think of. He's gonna be like, well, John's all about violence. He's just gonna try to beat me up, and I can catch him slipping, and I'll get him in a technical way, and then you out technical him at the end to win. I probably would have liked the match a lot more.
Well, if you kayfabe it, like they didn't discuss this before the match, if you kayfabe it, Bryan was expecting the brawling. And then when Mox came in and did the technical instead, that threw Bryan off. That's why the match was kind of even though Bryan was a little more vicious and Mox was a little more technical. That's the way I saw it.
But then again, is that new Daniel Bryan saying he's going to kick people's heads in and maybe being like, well, let me bring the brawl of my technical side to Jon Moxley. So if Bryan's going to try to be more brawl and Moxley's going to be trying to more technical, then it's back at 0-0.
Yeah, this was an incredible match. I loved it.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like when you're at your peak with 2 peak guys like this, you don't change the game plan. You stick to your own game plan. Can this guy?
But if the old game plan wasn't working, why would you keep going with the old game plan?
Who says it's not working? You're a new company.
He never beat Bryan. He never beat Bryan.
He never beat Bryan in the old company, but he's a different person now.
Well, and
he wasn't as big.
Two different companies.
Because they talked about their records in AEW. And they said Moxley was like 41-4 in AEW, and they said Daniel Bryan's. I would have liked him if he would have. I would have liked to see Mox brawl. And then at the end, the Bulldog choke for the win.
I mean, Mox, you got to give it to it too. Mox was way more smaller when he fought Bryan the previous 2 times. He's not the bulky status he is now. He's not the size he was now.
Because JR was like, oh, Jon Moxley's leaned down for this match because he can be faster.
Remember when Moxley was fighting Seth Rollins in fucking FTW? They were like the same size. And Moxley's bigger than Seth Rollins now.
And I believe if this match had been like no DQ or no rules, then we would have got the brawling Mox.
Okay.
But since this was a straight up wrestling match, then he had to get technical on the technical master, which he did, and he won. So up next was this really? Oh, it's Sting and Darby.
Yeah. Science fiction part 2.
Darby and Sammy versus Andrade, Hardy, and Isaiah. We get a crazy honky short vid for Darby and Sting. Darby immediately murders Andrade, Sting beats up the only guy who he can realistically beat up, Jose. Darby lawn darts himself into a seated Jose stuffed in a trash can. Andrade suplex tosses Sammy onto railing. Andrade's back is all fucked up. This has been a long night. You guys, I was done. I was done with the notes. This is a lot of hardcore flippity flopping. This should have been a quick finish. Sammy's Spanish fly off the stage set with Isaiah. The table didn't really break. Holy shnikes, JR says. Tommy Boy shout out. Yep. Matt Hardy dragging Sting through crowd to upper level where Sting jumps off railing and lands on Andrade through tables. Filming for Bad Grandpa 2. So stupid. Darby hits a scorpion death drop to Matt Hardy through chair, then misses Hardy by a mile with the coffin drop for the pin and win. Just for me laughing throughout this, I gave it 5 pretzels. It was a charity pretzel.
You skipped a lot.
I know I did. That's why I said you guys fill in. Go for it, Cesar. I don't give a shit.
Nigga, this was science fiction part 2. Look at this shit. Look at this shit.
It's Event Horizon.
Nigga. This nigga Sting. Yo, Darby.
Chronicle
Sting Trek. Sting Trek. There we go.
Sting, Darby, and Sammy.
Oh.
An old man with 2 boys.
Got fought a goddamn 7-on-3. A 7-on-3. An 86-year-old man Sting. Not only did he beat up old ass Matt Hardy, middle-aged Andrade, and whoever, and one half a Private Party. He fought the other nigga for Private Party. That's 4. He fought the Butcher. I didn't even know the Butcher was back. And the Butcher done lost like 85 pounds. This nigga cut. The Butcher's cut. The Butcher looks cut. The Butcher look like he'll punch you in your throat, come in your house, fuck your mama and your girlfriend, and maybe fuck your daddy in the shower.
The real Butch.
The real Butch. And fuck your daddy in the shower and then make himself some eggs, feed them bitches a Plan B omelet on the way out, and make your brother pay for it. Now the Butch is looking cut. Sting done beat all 6 of their asses. All 6. This was a 6-on-3. And Sting did most of the work. Darby's all doing crazy cracker shit, and his body's all giving out, but his mind's like, keep going, white man cracker. You know, we gonna get paid in cocaine and slutty bitches after this, and you gonna get the skater ramp with Tony Hawk. So he's got his half a chub working. Sammy's just thinking about. Sammy's jealous because DeConte gets kissed by Jade on TV. He can't kiss this
bitch. He's got a threesome waiting for him in the back.
Waiting for him in the back, but he gonna get some sweet meat from across the street. And he's like, man, I can't even kiss my own girl on TV because everybody's gonna be mad I dumped this fat bitch for this hot Latin bitch over here that keep piping her right. And they gonna think, man, you know what, Sammy, you ain't had no money, so you was fucking fat women, for pure entertainment. And now some hot Latin bitch wants your cock and she speaks that Spanish. She's trying to get her to say, hey, papi, El Grande, and some shit like that. This ain't Taco Bell. Fuck out of here. But yeah, you got this dumb nigga Sting jumping off shit through tables on Andrade. You want me to believe that shit? You want me to believe this shit? This 86-year-old man. You want me to believe this shit? This 86-year-old man who got no legs? He ain't got no knees left, bro. His legs are stuck stiff. They don't even bend when he walks. He looks like a fucking guy. Just stuck like this, like too much starch in his pants. That fucking shit don't bend. And then he gonna jump off a ladder and put some cracker through it who's in his prime. This nigga fucking Charlotte Flair. Do you realize Charlotte Flair don't let her shoulders touch a mat or a mattress? She probably on top riding his meat all night. Like this, Andrade. My shoulders don't never touch a mat. Ain't never touching the mat for 3 seconds. She putting that nigga on Space Mountain 2.0, and he gonna get beat by Sting. Some 93-year-old man. This nigga older than LeBron James twice, and he putting up 50 points a night in the league. And you got this old ass cracker who been wrestling for 7 decades since slavery was real, since the fucking hard R's. out here. And fucking nigga been wrestling since the 1920s. You know, when Pepsi used to cost 15 cents, this nigga been wrestling. And he gonna beat up 4 extra niggas. They was already fighting 3-on-3. And you know, it was a young man, a middle-aged man, and an old man. He older than the old man on the other team. And he gonna beat up 3 other young niggas out here. The Butch the Blade and Mark Quinn was out there, and they can't take Andrade off a table for Sting's old ass. It's fucking 3-on-6. This is goddamn science. This is worse than Rocky. This is worse than science fiction.
I'm gonna quote Kevin Garnett when the Celtics won. Anything is possible, Cesar.
I guess so. Man, this is like S&M porn. You just wanted to see some old man get violent in the ring.
Not my grandpa.
Yeah, this is some not my grandpa, some sugar daddy shit. Sting's like, I'm gonna pay y'all guys out of my contract because I know y'all ain't getting no money from Tony Skeets, but I'm gonna pay you from some of this Bischoff money I got saved from 1912. Fucking, you know, this coin right here is worth $8 million. I stole it off a Korean when I stabbed his ass. This motherfucker's like, I stabbed a Korean in the Second World War, and I stole this coin off of him. It's just worth $8 million. Just make me look good out here, kids. He probably gave away 6 of them shits because his old ass and stealing money. This motherfucker probably, his tax ID number is probably 38. This nigga's so old, and fucking like his serial number is 15 and a half. And this crack is out here, not his serial number, you know what I mean, his social security number. It's 15 and a half because the nigga's so old. And he out here jumping off his shit, putting crackers through table. I'm still mad he beat up 2 prime niggas in the ring, the Acclaim. I'm still during Martin Luther King Day. I'm still mad about that shit. I ain't never getting over that shit. This nigga ain't got no losses. You really Sting is really the only undefeated nigga in AEW.
Sting is so old. Jesus signed his yearbook.
I seen it. He showed it to me at a show.
The security card is a slab of stone. It's not a card.
He don't get paid in money. He gets paid in livestock.
Yeah. Fucking, he gets paid with fucking, you know, he gets paid the spinal fluid from fucking babies so he can stay upright like some Christopher Reeve shit. Like, you know, to make this nigga walk and be Superman again. What the fuck is this nigga on? That's what I want to know. What the fuck is Willie in charge? Who the fuck is Willie in charge? That's what I want to know. Sting must have a note from God. When God turned on the lights, Sting's like, I see what you did, nigga. You can't kill me. I'm gonna just go to heaven when I want. And like I don't know, like it's like he beat up Death in WCW like 38 years ago, and Death's like, I can't take this motherfucker's soul. He beat me in a match. I don't know what he's gonna do, God. God's like, well, you know, he can't come up here till he's ready. He's Sting. Let him wrestle forever. Like, what the fuck is this shit? Who the fuck is really in charge? I don't get it. How does 2 people with a 103-year-old man beat up
Sting ages during Caesar's?
You shut the fuck up, man. He's 103. I see his birth certificate.
He keeps aging.
Terminator. He's the original Terminator. He's not like the new one. He's got those bad, shitty robotic knees, but you can't fucking kill him. He's the original Terminator.
That nigga's 106, and he beat up 4 people in their prime.
Getting older.
He beat up 4 people in their prime. 1 person middle age, and then old ass Matt Hardy who's got 4 kids. Like, how the fuck is this shit possible? That's all I want to know. But this is the best booker, and this is what he books. Some nigga who was alive in fucking 1648. You know, back when he played Oregon Trail for real. He lived that shit. This nigga has caught dysentery and lived through it, and he's out here wrestling crackers in their prime.
He's in the Oregon Trail game.
I seen it. Sting was the one driving the fucking cart in Oregon Trail, fucking when America wasn't even America, trying to get found by some cracker. You know, he went west. Nigga, he found LA so that cracker from TNT can start a fucking company. That
he operated a sale on Christopher Columbus's fucking boat.
He probably did. The bitch is probably from England.
The Peanut of Santa Maria. He named the boat.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. That being said, how many pretzels did you get?
I gave this shit 2 pretzels and the fucking piss of the mustard. You know, I gave this shit 2 pretzels. Fucking science fiction. I'll turn on sci-fi if I want to watch some shit like this.
Sticks, your thoughts on this trio tag where Sting is 150?
That nigga got a fucking DeLorean. He was going back in time, that stupid bitch.
They pulled up. That's what fucking crashed into that bus was a fucking broke down ass fucking DeLorean.
I've seen it.
I gave it 4, and I was disappointed because the way they pushed this match further on down the card, I actually had a glimmer of hope of, was there's going to be somebody debuting? And just like every Sting match from the last 2 to 3 years, I was left disappointed. Him, his boys collected the win. They went back to the fucking old cottage. He threw the boys down the fucking basement, locked the door, and went ahead and taped Oregon Trail fucking 50 for the fucking reboot of the game. Got his fucking money and moved on.
He played Oregon Trail for real.
Fucking Sting.
That was some good shit. Okay, the main event, mercifully, it's for the AEW Championship.
Yeah.
Hangman versus Adam Cole, baby.
Battle of the Atoms.
Still upset that there's no funny nameplate.
I know, right? Some bullshit.
I'm going into this match AEW fatigued. The crowd is pro Cole from the sounds of it. Hangman with a badass big boot counter to Cole attempting the Panama Sunrise. Hangman with an apron powerbomb to Cole. Cole nearly slips off the top rope. Dangerous botch avoided. Then Hangman attempts moonsault and Cole with the precision perfect super kick to an upside down Hangman. We see yet another tombstone pile driver in the match tonight. Hangman to Cole, of course. Avalanche fall away slam pin. Hangman to Cole. Red Dragon, distraction, Panama Sunrise on the outside. Cole to Hangman. Low blow, Panama Sunrise, boom, 2 3/4. A super kick after super kick, table set up next to the apron, Deadeye through the table. Hangman actually looked more hurt from that than fucking Cole. Dark Order out to help, brawl ensues, buckshot lariat, Cole gets the ropes, ties up Cole on the top rope, multiple super kicks. He's a sitting duck, but he ain't quacking. Thanks, JR. Hangman with his own boom, then buckshot lariat for the pin and retain. I didn't even write a rating down. I think I was tired. I was done with the night. Sticks, your thoughts on the main event of this 15-hour pay-per-view where Sting is 175 now?
I gave it 6. I thought at the end of the show, and I felt sorry for these two because the people complain about a lot of the WrestleManias that WWE had. Well, AEW, congratulations, you just had your WrestleMania. And I feel sorry for these two guys because this match was pretty good. If this fucking whole card was a 2-hour, 3-hour pay-per-view, people could actually weren't fatigued, like you said, this would have been a really good match. But I think a lot of people who weren't there live probably were tired. And you had to get yourself up for this match. And how could you not with Adam Cole and Hangman Page? There was some little minuscule botches here and there, but all in all, I gave it 6. And I thought it was a really good title match. And I look forward to seeing if they go forward with these two again. And hopefully if they do, it'll be on a show that isn't fucking 5 hours long.
You know, Cesar, you are 100% right. The CM Punk versus MJF was 18 minutes too long. If that 18 minutes would have been cut out, possibly I could have gave this a fucking rating. By the way, your Sting rant is also up for rant of the year. That was my favorite part of the whole episode.
It's just fucking true.
Hold on, he's not 200 yet. What did you think of the main event?
Don't get me started again. Fucking God, I hate so much about
Sting Trek. What did you think of the main event of this incredibly long fucking pay-per-view?
Yeah, see, like my only problem with AEW is like they don't have a pay-per-view designated as WrestleMania. Like, no, I'm with you guys. I hate that WrestleMania is 5 hours long, but because it's WrestleMania, I give it the respect. I actually hate the 2-day thing now. Because I'm like, no, bitch, I got a life outside of wrestling. I'm not trying to watch your shit for fucking 2 days. I got to be home for 2 days to watch the fucking your
Stand
fucking...
and Deliver and WrestleMania Night 1 are in the same day.
Yeah, stupid as shit.
Jeez, Lou.
Watch that shit change. No, yeah, because you know what, Stand and Deliver comes on at like 1 o'clock. Nigga, I'm gonna be at work. I'm gonna miss all that shit. I'm gonna have to watch that shit Monday. Fuck that. Because it's probably gonna be the better show anyway. Let's be honest.
Of course.
Let's be honest. But no, like this, like if you have a designated pay-per-view that is your like WrestleMania that you say this is the one you can't miss. This is what we're gonna have every year. But no, you only have 4 pay-per-views a fucking year. So you make them all 4.
Double or Nothing,
Nothing or nothing.
All Out, and
Full Gear. In Full Gear.
Okay.
Yeah. So you only have 4 pay-per-views a year. So you make them all like 4.5 hours long. No, they're not special. I don't give a fuck. You make them long because you don't have a dedicated pay-per-view service, or you don't feel like you could put on 6 a year and have 5 3-hour ones and 1 4.5 one.
Well, and
if you did
the perfect example of less is more.
More, yes. If you had 6 and 5 of them are 3 hours of pay-per-view, and you had one that was 4.5, then I'd be like, oh shit, yo, that 4.5 one's a fucking missile. I can't miss that. I gotta watch that. And then I wouldn't be like that would be the one like, well, man, if that one they gonna show out. This one's gonna be the one they show out. They bring all the heat. This is gonna be the one where like every match should be prime, should be great. Then yeah, it doesn't matter if I get tired or not watching it. I'm gonna give it the respect of the pay-per-view to be like, no man, this 4.5 hours. I'm in this shit. I'm locked and loaded. I gotta call a pizza to be delivered like 30 minutes before. I'm fucking sitting here. You know what I'm saying? I'm only taking pisses on promos because I don't give a shit. I want to see the matches because that's what's more important to me. And I'm gonna ride it out. But like, yeah, when every pay-per-view's like this, I don't give a fuck. I really don't give a fuck. That means the story's got to be great. And if the one thing AEW gets wrong, it's always the stories because they're always they always have 2 or 3 stories combined with some fuck shit. People are doing this, people are doing that. Because you have the same people on TV, but you have 85 million motherfuckers on payroll. So, you know, you either got to bring up some people or cut back some people and whatever. But no, the main event I thought was good. I gave it 7 straight for the wrestling aspect. It was really good. And yeah, everybody expected Cole to win. I didn't expect Cole to win. I really only thought the only champion in danger was Britt Baker because she's had it the longest. And maybe they were trying to do something with Thunder Rosa. Oh, sorry. Britt Baker, the doctor, Britt Baker. I'm sorry, Britt. I'm sorry. The disrespect I said for saying your name.
I'll edit that out.
Yeah. She ain't gonna see it. She ain't gonna see it. But no, yeah, Hangman versus Cole. 2 guys who we know can go in the ring. Cole can bring the promo game because always with a good face like Hangman, the chase is better than the championship run. But when you wrestle guys like Cole, like that could make the championship run good. And no, this match was really good. I don't think it was as good as their ROH championship match. But it's funny because Hangman won there, then Adam Cole went to Japan. But no, this was really good. It was a really good match. I gave it 7. I liked it a little bit better than the Crazy Man versus Titty Balls. Yeah, William Regal. I will give you this. I didn't say that. William Regal did amp me up when he came out, but that's post-match.
You're still on that? Come on, Cesar. We got to move.
No,
on.
I never said anything about it, so that's what I was saying. It's post-match, so I didn't feel like it belonged in the match, so that's why my rating was probably a little bit low. But no, I thought this was a really good match. I liked where it went. The right man won. Give Adam Page his reign. At least 6 to 8 months before you try to take it off of him. And so yeah, it was really good. I thought it was too early for Cole.
Yeah,
I would like to see Cole maybe take it off of him, but I thought it was really too early for Cole to be wrestling for the title. But like we said, like motherfuckers are undefeated. So when AEW you're undefeated, you got like 8-9 wins. You fight the champ and take an L. So at least that still tracks.
My favorite Adam Cole baby promo of all time still is the Karrion Kross one, where he goes, "All I got to do to impress people is they ring the bell." That was incredible. Adam Cole.
Yeah, he's like, you got to have a whole show with your hot. Well, God damn.
That was.
Cole knows how to chop a bitch down.
Yep.
Cole always knows how to chop a bitch down.
It don't matter if he has fucking King of the Hill, dad bod. That dude can wrestle. He can talk. He is the total package. He needs to cut down on his 5 head, but I digress. Sticks, I'm putting on the spot now. We are done with the pay-per-view. Sticksy Drip Drip 1 predictions. What is our punishment before we head in to Dynamite?
Well, gentlemen, we had foreshadowed a couple of shows that we had talked about. A little program called NXT UK and a little program called NXT Level Up. So, gentlemen, I would like Mr. Cesar Big Carpe to live tweet the new episode of NXT UK whenever it drops. Anytime. So I know that man keeps a thumb. He watches it more than we do. I would like to know what's going on in NXT UK.
Whatever. I think it drops on Wednesdays.
Thursday. So if you can do it Thursday night, if you can do it before the next episode of the Tripod, much appreciated.
Yep. Check us out. Yeah, because it comes on during the day when I'm at work. When I get off that night, because when you guys hear this, when you get off that night, that Thursday night, I'm going to be live tweeting NXT UK. First, I'm going to drink for an hour, so I'm good and drunk. Yeah.
Hit it up, because it will be the best thing you can watch. The best thing you can see live tweeting NXT UK.
So in case you miss it, I'm going to get drunk for an hour beforehand. Then I'm going to live tweet it. Then that way you can go back on your Peacock app and watch it and then scroll through the live tweets, bitch. And if you ain't got Twitter, you dumb as fuck. I can't help it.
Cesar's Twitter handle is in the intro, so pay attention.
Damn right. There it is. Go follow that shit.
If there are 4 people on the face of this earth that you follow, you find those links in the beginning of this fine program, you follow each one of us.
I'm gonna get more wrestling shit on my Twitter. No more butt meat again. Sad day.
Just wait for Sticks to like the butt meat, then you'll get it
back.
Yeah.
No, I mean I had a good butt meat ratio, so I live tweeted that Raw, and then it's all like wrestling shit mentioned on my Twitter.
Mr. Mangria.
Oh, if he's gonna watch Level Up, I'm gonna cry.
Mr. Mangria, I feel like Cesar, Bretsky, and myself, we need to know about some of the people that we don't see on NXT 2.0. So, fine gentlemen.
Oh my gosh.
Sir, I need you to live tweet the brand spanking new episode of NXT Level Up. So that way we know what to look forward to.
When does it come on? I didn't even know it still existed.
It's on Thursdays or Fridays.
So, Mr. Mangria, I need you to live tweet that and let me know what's going on in the world of Level Up.
Bretsky has to live tweet 2 Raws now.
You better.
All right. I guess I have never seen one episode, by the way.
Show, so there's not one that's longer than the other.
It's on Hulu.
Oh, okay, I can do that.
It's on Hulu and it's on the Peacock.
Wait, hold on. So it comes on Fridays because the latest thing said NXT Level Up Friday. So it comes on before SmackDown. Okay, so sometime Friday afternoon it comes on.
Before SmackDown and before Rampage, right?
Yeah, wait before Rampage.
Okay, I can do it then.
Let me look at it. Oh, when does it airs Friday? Oh shit, Fridays at 10 p.m. on Peacock.
So hop on the cock and tweet.
All right, so it comes on the same time as Rampage, but on Peacock.
That's not good.
So it comes on after SmackDown.
Watch Rampage first if you want, or watch whichever you want to do.
You don't even talk about Rampage. Why?
I need to see Hook beat somebody.
You can DVR it.
By the way, Hook wasn't on this past episode of Rampage. Very disappointing. Very
disappointing. On the buy-in. They got once a month in on the buy-in.
But we get to see Swerve whoop that ass on Tony Nese.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Okay, gentlemen, we're gonna take a short break because I got to take a leak. Yeah. It's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. It's time for some AT dub, as if we haven't talked about it enough. Jericho's out, asked Eddie to come out. Is the crowd giving Eddie the what chant? Eddie addresses that. Pretty funny. Talks about doing it for the fans. Jericho asks Eddie to shake his hand. They shake. And then Bretsky's boys come out 2.0 to attack Santana and Ortiz for the save. They give Jericho Floyd. Jericho then attacks Santana and Ortiz. Jake Hagar acts upset, but then joins Jericho on the attack of Santana, Ortiz, and Eddie. I guess the inner circle is dead. Hagar struggles to powerbomb Eddie through table on outside. Scary spots all week, folks. This is the Jericho Appreciation Society. He points at Santana, Ortiz, and Eddie. That is entertainment. The disrespect, Cesar. The opening segment of Dynamite. What did you think?
No, I thought this was great until he brought out the people he brought out. I'm hitting up Jake about some dumb shit because he's an idiot. Fuck you, Jake.
Oh, in the sports chat?
Yeah. No. I thought this was great, like the way he set it up, and then threw the jacket at Eddie. But then yeah, Santana Ortiz come out. So I mean, if this is Jericho's attempt to get these boys relevant, I mean, good on him. Good on him to use his influence to get these guys at least in some storylines or something. Bad for Daniel Bryan because he can't rub on Daniel Garcia's titty balls like he wanted to and train up some new guys. I mean, sucks for him just taking the titty balls right out of Daniel Bryan's hands.
Well, Styx took care of that name.
KFC. Shit's gold. Shit's gold. But I do have something to say. Listeners. I said some things a couple of weeks ago about people on Dark. I have to retract that because of what I saw this week. But I will be going in on your old faithful Tony Skeets because of it. So I have to retract it for something I saw, which I will bring up in the match I saw it. But your boy gonna go in on Tony Skeets. And I got some shit to say.
We didn't get to mention it last week, but last week's Dynamite, fucking Tony Skeets looking like broke Tim Burton out there making his announcement about buying Ring of Honor.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Exactly.
Yeah, hopefully William Regal fucking goes there to run the show. That's the only hopeful I got.
That's a good idea, actually.
Oh yeah, I would have said it last week. But yeah, we'll talk about William Regal whatever later. But I just have to remember what I said about Dark for this week only, and I got a surprise for your loyal pretzel listeners.
Breaking news, everybody. Stixy Drip, your thoughts on the opening segment? Jericho betraying the inner circle. It's dead. And now we have the Jericho Appreciation Society rivaling KFC. No, it's good.
I agree with Cesar. I mean, I thought this was really good, except for the people that he has in the group. I mean, I can understand Hagar because I believe Hagar's going to stick with Jericho pretty much with everything he has, through everything he does. But I think out of the three, Daniel Garcia's got a brighter future.
Yep.
But I guess maybe you bring 2.0 over for entertainment value, but I just don't get. I thought you could have had better people in the Jericho Appreciation Society. JAS.
We just triggered Bretsky with our comments on 2.0.
He'll be all right. He'll live.
Don't worry. He'll be over getting fucking British butt meat and fucking sipping tea.
Just when you thought it was over, we get a Punk and MJF recap vid. Yeah, we needed that. And fucking props to Hangman Adam Page. He defends his AEW championship against Dante Martin. Dante, of course, quicker than Hiccup. This is a great opportunity for Dante to showcase against the champ, but we all know Hangman's going to retain. It's the second segment of the night, for God's sakes. Hangman dominates the commercial picture-in-picture. Hangman catches Dante in midair off top rope and powerbomb the kid. Buckshot lariat for the win. Tony interviews Hangman in ring afterward. Hangman gives Dante props, shakes his hand, and then Adam Cole, baby, comes the shit on his fucking dinner. Calls his victory a fluke, challenges Hangman to a 6-man tag, Cesar. He didn't say trios. This feud will continue, I guess. Sticks, your thoughts? Hangman defending his championship after Revolution. You got to give it up for the fighting champion here.
Yeah, it was good on Hangman's part. You get him out there on TV, you get him in action. And this just continues to show that they're really high on Dante Martin. They've given him some really good TV opportunities and big matches. And even though he's lost in some of those, he still looks good in the loss. I mean, Hangman Page said some good things about him after the match. So it makes me kind of wonder if they're going to maybe do Dante more in singles than he does in tag team, or if they're going to try to balance it out more or what. But this was a good match. I mean, Hangman defending it a couple of nights after his big title match in the main event. And so good on him. I mean, good on him and good on Dante. It was a good match for him.
Well, Cesar, since Darius has returned, I really hope we get to see Top Flight versus Jurassic Express. That's going to be,
of course,
good.
Shit would be good.
What did you think of our boy Hangman? No funny nameplate, but he's a fighting champion. What'd you think?
Fighting champ? Yeah, no, I love it. This episode was kind of weird because there were so many championship matches 2 days after
Revolution.
It seemed like all the male championship matches were on the line because there was no That Bitch show and no Doctor Wrestling. But yeah, all the male championships were championships. As that fuckboy Jake Travers would say, "Fuck you, Jake." I said it earlier. But no, I feel like this was a good go. I don't know how to say it. Yeah, go home show for Dante because he's gonna get back in tag team wrestling. He's gonna be with his brother, but he had a hell of a singles run.
Yeah, and
they had faith in him and they believed in him. They gave him a shot. So why not have him fight the current champ in a title match? And he was the number 2 ranked singles guy. And then if he goes back to tag team wrestling, he'll obviously fall out of the ranking. But to have him do what he did, to have him go off as he did, I'm not mad at it. So yeah, man, let the big dog eat.
Well, props to Stixie Drip Trip. We got KFC versus the Workhorses. Of course, KFC with William Regal. The formation of this team kind of seems like the Bar, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Thank you, Regal chants. Brian gets a surfboard stretch, then Mox bites the forehead of Henry. Brian with a goat stomps and LaBelle lock for the win. Tony in ring interview. Regal gets emotional, thanking Tony. I'd rather hear a long promo from Regal than fucking Punk any day. Regal calls Brian the perfect wrestler, calls Mox the perfect sadistic person, says to the locker room, step up or get stepped on. Still no name for this faction, but again, I wrote this when I was watching. Sticks has named this fucking faction. Good Lord, Sticks. Cesar, your thoughts on KFC on their first outing?
I mean, of course they gotta fight some fucking scrubs.
Fucking Cynic's friends from the underground.
Yeah, fucking from the bullshit. Cynic's friends from the underground. Yeah, they gotta fight them scrub ass hoes to get a quick dub. And then Regal cuts his promo. This is what I don't get. Yeah, Regal's much better than a manager. these guys don't need to be managed after a while. So yeah, Regal came out when they were out, and he set them straight. And Daniel Bryan actually wanted this because remember he said, all right, fine, we gotta bleed together before we can, be a team. Fine, you beat me, I'll accept it. Regal's out here, I respect him. But like these guys need to be like on their own and doing some work, doing some dirt. So yeah, I didn't mind Regal getting some talk time because the match was quick. So you see him Punk would fucking talk for 20 minutes and then wrestle for fucking 15 minutes and then have his partner be dead on the outside of the ring for fucking 4 minutes and 15 seconds while he got hit in the head with a fucking steel bell and then dumped on his fucking head. Fucking brain buster from Uncle Dax while this nigga was still dead outside in the fucking ring while wrestling the best tag team, one of the best tag teams in the land, and he still kicks out at fucking 2, even though that's how these assholes won the championships off some other motherfuckers. But I digress. Yeah, so Regal wants to do his work, do his dirt. I ain't mad at it. Talk your talk, Regal. As some no shirt having ass, baby old up, fake hairline having ass nigga would say on Tuesday nights.
Stixie Drip Trip, KFC taking on the workhorses. It was a quick match, but we get a great promo from Regal afterwards. What were your thoughts on this whole situation?
Of course, KFC, they're going to make quick work in the ring because they got other obligations outside the ring. Their handler comes out and does a really good promo. And we officially have them now into the tag team race. So we'll see if they'll be able to use those gold belts to lure more kids into their van after a couple months here. So,
yeah, buddy.
I do agree with Cesar. These two are single stars that should be doing bigger things, but maybe they were put together in a faction like this, maybe to give Hangman some breathing room as a champion, because we know fucking Brian or Mox could destroy his ass probably. But again, I digress. Hangman apologizes to the Dark Order for the shove on Sunday. Johnny Hungy makes a tag team partner suggestion to Hangman. He already was asked by Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. Wheeler Yuta versus Pac. Orange Cassidy was injured. His arm is in a sling. Pac wins. Gentlemen, I have an announcement.
Yeah.
Cesar, you recently said that the Cody Rhodes hate will be stopping. And all the hate is focused on PG Punk.
Mm-hmm.
I have a similar announcement.
Okay.
All my hate for Marco Stunt is done. I'm done. And now all that hate is now projected onto Dan Housen.
Oh no, I'm with this shit. I'm with this shit.
The worst, most unnecessary signing.
No, hold on. Sorry. Let me stand up for this.
Unnecessary signing in AEW history. Dan Housen.
Talk your talk, Mangria. Talk yo talk.
Dan Housen is the epitome of white ass, saltine, cracker ass, goldfish wearing shit. What the fuck?
If Bresky was here, he would change all his hate for Orange Cassidy to Dan Housen.
What the
I know he would.
I know he would. Idiot doing in AEW? We already have a gimmick guy. We have a funny gimmick guy.
He's all elite.
We got Orange Cassidy for the funny gimmick guy. What the fuck is this Walmart vampire looking ass fucking retarded? Yeah, retarded, not an nincompoop. Retarded. Started character doing on my TV. Sling TV, why didn't you fuck up when he was on the screen? We gotta see this fucktard on the screen. I just spit on my laptop. This fucking Dan Housen is, I would rather hear CM Punk fucking read poetry than ever see this idiot come out from under the ring and go, that's some fucking dumb shit. waste of time. This gives the T an AT dub. That being said, I have no thoughts on the situation.
Come to the dark side, man. We got cookies.
Alrighty, Cesar, Hangman apologizes to the Dark Order, of course, snubbing them for Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. And then Wheeler Yuta versus Pac in a very unnecessary match. What did you think?
Oh, wait, damn. Did Wheeler Yuta really fight Pac? I just thought I dreamed that shit.
You blinked and it was over, and Dan
No,
Housen was there.
They booked
right.
the Booker of the Year booked an extra match because that heavyweight championship match didn't go as long as he thought it did.
I ain't gonna lie. I think I fast forward through this, so that's why I don't understand the Danhausen hate. But I love the Danhausen hate. Oh, I love it. Was Danhausen really in this match?
He was outside doing some fucking stupid ass shit.
I was probably on TikTok, bro. Like, it was Wheeler Yuta. I was on TikTok.
I encourage it.
Okay.
Sticks, Hangman, snubbing the Dark Order. Is that relationship broken? And then Wheeler Yuta versus Pac in the definitely not on Hulu match of the week.
I don't know whatever. I never know what's going on with Hangman Dark Order because it seems like he's like they're at odds.
No, he's one step forward, two steps back. That's where they want to keep you.
So you never know if they're together, if they're apart, whatnot, so forth. So hey, him apologizing, good job. And then Wheeler Yuta, I'm reminded every time I think of a past BTE episode when Trent Beretta asked this when he saw all the best friends together. Who the fuck is this guy? And then he points at Danhausen. Who the fuck is this guy? Who brought these guys in? That's all I'm going to leave it at that.
Hey, Cesar, it seems like the relationship between Hangman, Adam Page, and Dark Order is when you get super blackout drunk and you have a one-night stand with that fugly chick at the bar. The Dark Order is the fugly chick that Hangman had the one-night stand with, and now
except Anna.
He's trying to
Whoa.
He's trying to distance himself from Johnny Hungy and the fucking Dark Order.
Well, I think he's trying to distance himself from a faction because AEW is all about factions, and he's like trying to remain factionless as a champ. Because I mean, the other face champ was Moxley, and he was factionless. So I think he's trying to remain factionless, but he's tied to those guys. But he just doesn't want to like be a leader because that's, I guess, his gimmick.
Up next, Cole, Red Dragon, and the Cucks backstage. Cole chooses Red Dragon just like Hangman chose Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, so we get that match now. The AHFO vote Matt Hardy out of that faction. Hardy gets jumped. Darby and Sting for the save. It sounds like the crowd is disappointed because they were expecting someone else. Thank Chris punching his TV because fucking Jeff Hardy dancing like a fucking honky while Matt Hardy's getting murdered comes out for the save. Blade then gets gangbanged. The Hardys stare down between them, Sting and Darby. Who are they not gonna sign? They're gonna fucking sign. If somebody even thinks about leaving WWE, they're like, what? Tony Skeets is like, yes.
I'm just waiting for.
Okay, we got a contract. The ink is still wet.
Mm-hmm. No. The ink is dry. He just has that contract ready for 3 years. You just got to put your name on it.
Yeah, it's just fill in the blank with the name.
No. Miro's got 3 more years of AEW. Where that nigga been for the past 11?
Fucking Lana and
laying
on the beach. Laying on the stupid beach. No, I was kidding. Tony struggles to say Shane Swerve Strickland backstage. Tony Nese challenges Swerve for Rampage. Wardlow interview in ring with Tony. Tony earning that paycheck tonight, by the way. He's in every fucking segment interviewing everybody. He's all over the show. Wardlow done with MJF. He cuts a decent promo. 0 flubs. It was funny seeing Tony trying to keep out of the shot and the camera. You see him. If you go back and watch, you can see him like trying to like tippy toe out of the camera shot. So it focuses only on Wardlow. I just
True professional. True professional.
Wants MJF to release him from his contract, so AEW will sign him. There's a lot of that going on lately. Keith Lee and QT interviewed backstage.
Jeez, how many
QT wants
segments
him
are you gonna
to
do?
fight against Team Taz. Keith Lee says, "Nah, fam. QT is the death of my interest, by the way. I don't give a fuck what QT's doing. The factory can go fuck itself along with Danhausen." Cesar. Let's start with the debuting Jeff Hardy. What'd you think of that whole situation, getting voted out, Survivor style, of the HFO?
No, the funniest shit was Zenka's meme with Darby Sting looking at the Hardys, and we all knew Sting was like, "Man, last time I seen this drunk cracker was 103 years ago in TNA ring when he was still young and high off heroin."
God, he's still aging.
Yeah, and he was high off heroin and had to take the title off his ass. So yeah, nobody cares that Jeff Hardy's. We all knew Jeff Hardy was going to TNA. He's trying to get one last run. They're going to be. Oh my God, they're going to be TNA. They're going to be AEW champions. We realize that. These guys are going to be in the. I mean, how many ATW have tag team champions are there? There was what? Scorpio Sky and them, Kenny and them,
Lucha
Young
Bros.
Cucks, Lucha Bros. They will be probably the 6th or not 7th ATW, probably the 6th because these old crackers ain't got much left. They'll probably take it off the fucking Jungle Express. They're going to be the 6th ever ATW tag team champions. These old crackers who are both like 56, 10 years from their AARP payout and getting senior citizen discounts. Like 8 years from now, they'll be at a Denny's at 6 a.m. trying to get the early bird breakfast. And these crackers is about to be tag team champions in ATW. So yeah, I don't really care about no Jeff Hardy. We all knew it was coming. We all seen it coming. His contract was literally up, Monday or Tuesday? And he showed up on TV Wednesday. And he showed up with the old music because it's not owned by WWE. So, hey, good for him with his crack ass. And now Matt's a face. He's been fighting Darby Allin for a year and a half, and all of a sudden likes Darby Allin because his brother showed up. That don't even make any fucking sense. But sure. Well, what was the next segment we talked about?
Next is Wardlow's interview with Tony Schiavone, but of course Wardlow.
Whoa. Yeah, his crack ass came out. Nobody was backing him up. Tony. Yeah, he got the pro. No, he flubbed once. He said something about Max, and then he went somewhere else. But it was quick. It was quick, so you had to be paying attention. But no, he cuts a good promo. Big thick neck motherfucker. He's got the power bomb of Symphony. It's gonna lead to him and Max next. Should be a good feud. I ain't mad. Yeah. Get the orchestra. Get the orchestra warmed up. Yeah, so good. So good. Him and Max are gonna be fighting next. I ain't mad at it.
Do you give a shit at all about QT Marshall and who?
Who?
Exactly.
I stole that from TikTok. There's these guys I follow, and they're NBA guys, but when they don't know somebody on the bench, they're like, who?
It's kind of like TV death when you get involved with QT Marshall. We still haven't seen Paul White from that fucking bullshit.
We see QT Marshall, but we don't see Paul White.
Exactly.
That's sad.
Stixy Drip, your thoughts on the debuting charismatic Enigma? What did you think of that?
Cracker, heroin, drunk, heroin, drunk, heroin.
That's what I think of it.
That's it.
Nice. Nice.
That's it.
Oh shit. Wardlow, his interview, his promo skills. What'd you think?
I think it's pretty good. I think that there's one person Vince wishes that he had that's on an AEW roster. I think he probably wishes he had Wardlow. You got a big muscular guy who can cut a pretty decent ass promo. And unfortunately for Vince, Tony Skeets has him right now. So we'll see if he can win that TNT championship next week.
Do you give a shit at all about QT and who he's fighting?
Who?
Who? Exactly. Who? Send his ass back and keep working those fucking AEW young boys that are on Dark and Dark Elevation.
Rubbing the titty balls.
Up next was Thunder Rosa versus Layla. No.
You drunk? Were you drunk, or was that not nice?
Jurassic Express versus
There we go.
Acclaimed for the AEW Tag Team Championships. Of course, you got to give it up for Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus for defending their Tag Team Championships after Revolution.
The Acclaim.
Of course, fucking Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus scissoring the fuck. That's right. Stixie Drifter, what do you think of this tag team title match?
That was a good match. I think outside of us, some people sleep on the Acclaim, and I was glad to see that they got a tag team title shot. I mean, we all obviously knew they probably weren't going to win it, but they got a tag team championship match on TV, and they did good. So props to the Jurassic Express for winning and continuing to be tag team champs.
Cesar, do you think Caster's toning down his fucking raps ever since he got in trouble?
Yes.
You could tell,
but if I could, gentlemen, what? I'm sorry, what?
You could tell by this.
Yes.
Fucking rap.
But if I could, gentlemen, I would like to talk about this match.
Go for it.
This is the match I talked about earlier in the night. Because I seen something during this match. It had nothing to do with the wrestling in this match, which was fine, by the way. It's just two great tag teams in a match. Even though we know the winner, we knew the loser, we were entertained. But something happened during this match. So, as always, I watch ATW on a Sunday morning before I go to work. And sometimes I do fall asleep during the opening segment, but it was Jericho, so he kept me up. If it's CM Punk, I'm going right back to sleep. You already know that. I'm going right back to sleep. I got 30 extra minutes. A couple of weeks ago on this program, I claimed everybody on Dark was trash. I stand by that comment, but I have to retract it for 1 week. You know why I have to retract it for 1 week? Because of Tony fucking Skeets. Because guess what I saw when I watched this match? And no, I'm not the Riddler, and these two gentlemen are not the Batman. It's not Robert Pattinson on this fuck shit. I'm just going to tell you, that was a rhetorical question for you dumb fucks who actually tried to guess. Maybe you're hitting pause right now. Maybe you're off pause right now. Doesn't matter. I saw the fucking ticker that it showed for Dark and who won, who lost. Normally, I ignore this. But I saw a name on that shit that had me outraged. I threw the clothes I was folding, because I was halfway paying attention because it's Dynamite. I threw the clothes I was folding back on the floor. You know what I saw? I saw Jay Lethal wrestle fucking that old, who's that old fuck in Chaos Theory with the fucking dot on his head?
Luther.
Yeah, Luther.
Sorry, who's the young fuck?
Serpentico.
Jay Lethal wrestled Serpentico on Dark. So, to the new people who don't watch wrestling, I don't know. Maybe you've not been in it as deep as my black ass has been. I'm an old man. I'm going to be an old man. Jay Lethal was on Dark. This is where the show stops. Jay Lethal was on Dark. Tony fucking Skeets has 3 hours of TV time. He signed, he paid money for ROH to come by. Good for you, Tony Skeets. But you have Jay fucking Lethal on your show. The man without 10 losses in his single career, Cody fucking Rhodes, for 3 years, complimented Jay Lethal in his last promo on your fucking shit brand of television. Complimented this man, Cody Rhodes, I think has like 9 losses in his single career. 9 over 3 years. He helped build this shit brand you put on TV every week. He helped get your shit deals that you've had with TNT and TBS. He helped get your shit pay-per-view on Bleacher Report, Hulu, whatever the fuck niggas gonna pay for this shit. And you have, because you ain't white, so I can't say you have the Caucasity. You have the whatever the fucking shit brand you are, because your father created the Jaguars, not your dumb ass. But you're just a mark with a hard on for wrestling who jerks it on some old Jordans and some fucking basketball shoes underneath the fucking, in the back under a 6x10 table. Vince would never. Vince has got a whole setup in the back. You seen it, and you're richer than him, and your broke ass still using just a regular table. Anyway, I digress. You have a legend. Jay Lethal is probably the only man who could probably ride Space Mountain from Ric Flair. Woo! The man has been blessed by Ric Flair himself. Been blessed by your golden boy, Cody. And you have him wrestling on Dark when you have 3 hours of television? I ain't even watch Rampage this week because I don't give a fuck. If we don't talk about it, I'm not watching it. I don't even care. I took it off my DVR to record it. And you got Jay Lethal wrestling on Dark? The trash ass 7-8 hours of television you put on YouTube. Ain't nobody watching that shit. You know what I'm watching on YouTube? I'm drunk watching Binging with Babish on YouTube. I'm drunk watching Hot Thoughts on YouTube as well as Instagram and Twitter and Thought Top. You know that. You think I'm watching your shit ass show with fucking who's that? The Cracker in the Mask and Big Show? That nigga Big Show ain't even on TV no more. He's fucking commenting on Dark with Tony Skibone. And you put Jay Lethal on that shit? Jay Lethal, an NWA champion, Impact champion, ROH multiple time champion, other belts in ROH champion, and one of the leading factions in ROH champion. And you put that nigga on Dark? You put that nigga on Dark? And you the best booker? At least Vince will pay you not to work. But you don't pay Jay Lethal to work on Dark?
Hard R's get more TV time than Jay Lethal does.
But you're going to keep popping off on these interviews about how much diversity you got in your company. And you're going to put Jay Lethal. Jay Lethal can out-wrestle 90% of your current company. I'm just saying that on some fuck shit. Jay Lethal can probably out-wrestle 90% of your current company. And you put that man on Dark. CM Punk ain't seen Dark since he came to ATW. I'll wrestle his ass. I like the guy, but Maxwell Jacob Freeman can't out-wrestle Jay Lethal. Ain't seen Dark. Wardlow ain't seen Dark. Well, he might have seen Dark.
Well, we get your frustration here, Cesar, but we got to move on. We're gonna talk about the main event of Dynamite. It's the TNT Championship match. Sammy versus Scorpio Sky. Stixie Drip Drip, what did you think of this match? The shocking outcome, the quality of the match. What are your thoughts on the main event?
It's a hell of a good match. Both guys can go, and about goddamn time they put a singles championship on Scorpio Sky. And that's all I got to say about it.
Still undefeated. That dude, he got to Sonic Ring last year, like Cesar's told us. And now he finally gets that fucking title a year later, Cesar. Scorpio Sky, riding high, TNT champion. What did you think of the main event?
The main event was good. Of course, it was fuck shit certified. But yeah, after a year of year of wrestling on Dark. He finally gets a fucking belt. Like the man was on TV all the time, gets downgraded to not on TV because he turned heel after winning the brass ring. And then finally, he gets his TNT championship. I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's weird how they're treating Sammy. Like, I don't know. Maybe they're just like, you got too much drama, man. You got to do what you got to do. But happy for Scorpio Sky. Finally getting some shine. But this is what happens when you have too many stars. You can't build everybody at one time, and you only have limited TV time. So, I mean, he's literally a product of his environment. There's too many great wrestlers, and there's only so little TV time, and the titles get TV time. So,
do you think Wardlow is going to squash Scorpio Sky and Scorpio
if
he transitional TNT champ?
Well, he would be the second transitional TNT champ. And if he does, that's what, like 9 champions in 2 years for this belt? Now you're just making a joke of the belt.
Multiple belts as well.
Yeah, Well, I guess Scorpio will have it. Well, I don't know. I don't even know if Scorpio will have it long enough to create his own belt. Because like usually every TNT champ brings like their own flair to the belt. Like Cody had a belt different from Darby, different from Brody, different from Miro, different from Sammy. Sammy's belt was more shinier.
Sammy was coming out with 2 belts.
Yeah.
He came out
with 2. Yeah.
Well,
no, he had Cody's belt, which wasn't as shiny as his belt. His belt had more diamonds and more flashy in it. So yeah, we'll see what Scorpio comes out with. And even people had different straps. Like Darby had a different strap. He had a black strap instead of the red strap, and Miro had the white and green strap. So we'll see, like, if they want to give Scorpio his own. If they give Scorpio his own belt and he loses it to Wardlow next week, I'm fucking done, bro. I'm just gonna be like, yo, y'all are just really just passing this shit around.
Sticks, do you think Scorpio will be a transitional champ?
No, I think
you know what? What if MJF comes out and fucks over Wardlow?
That's really the thing. I think MJF is going to come out.
Scorpio's going to win, and it's going to be fuck shit certified because there's going to be some fuck shit happening.
Yeah, like Max will come out, make Wardlow lose, and that'll be the next feud.
Do you think Sean Spears will be MJF's new whipping boy?
He already is, technically.
Yeah, kind of already is.
He's going to be.
I'm going to think the fucking Symphony Power Bomb is what is going to happen to him.
And we're going to see MJF versus Wardlow at Double or Nothing watch in Vegas coming up later this year. Well, gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us. Everybody, thank you for watching. Stay tuned to the APBW content. It's going to be coming out. I got my PS5. WWE 2K22 is incredible. I'm having a lot of fun playing and unlocking all that shit. We will get decent Mania 3 out a little bit later than I had hoped, because I got a lot of new things happened on the last episode of Dynamite. More stories to tell, but again, like I said, stay tuned. Thank you, Cesar. Thank you, Sticks, for your time. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I've said it enough already. Stay tuned.